There will. I am never, ever gonna get through an intro or an outro again without AJ fucking with me. Hello, internet, and welcome
Look,
back.
I usually don't mess with the intros.
You
To
could mess with
Elegance
intro, would you?
and Vigilance, our Thursday night Good Society / D&D game. Thank you for joining us. If you are here live, if you're catching us on VOD, awesome. We have a million others of them. You should check them out. Yeah, so a couple housekeeping things. Our next scheduled stream will be on Saturday at 11 o'clock Eastern. Saturday double headers. We start with some gosh dang dirts that Van runs, and then we move over to some Parslins, which Val runs, and I'll let both of them talk about those because they're here. Woo!
We are?
What?
Are you here?
Are we? Wait, where am I?
I don't.
Where am I?
Are we?
Are we real?
Am I here?
No.
I need more caffeine. Anyway, so other than that, you can check our schedules if you're alive below our faces. And you know, we also have random unscheduled streams that we do on occasion, random video game shenanigans, any of that. So I don't know, join our Discord, hang out in our community. You'll be the first to know. Check it out. Yeah, otherwise I am going to move on and let my wonderful, amazing cast introduce themselves. Okay, you're gonna tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, all of your fucking descriptors for your various characters with their various pseudonyms, and then one thing you remember from last session. And I believe we start with Diane?
We can.
Okay.
Or is it Val? I mean, you're both.
The order's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all choose.
I'll
Rock,
start.
paper,
I
scissors, or
always
something.
start. No.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
Win.
I'll win.
I can watch your every move now. Hi. I'm
Hi.
Van. I'm in a different room than normal
Welcome to the fun room.
because Sid's in the room I'm usually in.
Hi.
Because she's in her house right now, which is
Yeah.
like a cool thing. You guys should try it sometime. Have Sid in your house. You can find me on the internet at Savvy Seaworth, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internet. Mostly I just hang out in Discord and complain about customers at work and shit posts.
Well, you put memes out there too.
Yeah. The occasional meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly I'm in Discord and then I'm live on Twitch several days a week, Sunday nights on twitch.tv/LBHack'emUp, playing Dungeons and Dragons at 8 o'clock Eastern, and then Thursdays through Mondays on this channel, playing in several games and running Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We're doing the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and it's buck wild, so come hang out with us then. Tonight, I am playing Ezekiel Clawthorn, who is a Forge Cleric, and then by night, wow, it's really distracting seeing someone else move stuff around on the screen. Hi, Zeke, he's a Cleric, he's also Forge, who is a Bounty Hunter, and last time, I almost got killed by a robot.
You almost died.
I
My
almost got killed by a robot.
gosh. Yeah.
And it was scary. But I'm fine now.
Good. Thanks, man. Val.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Val. You've heard the Kraken's Crown lurking around the internet. I am here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. I run the game on Saturday, which we talked about, 147, playing Parsons. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. What?
I couldn't parse what word you said, and I thought you were about to say Ward 47 Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah, War 47 Stardust.
I heard
Crusaders.
Stardust. I was like, the fuck are you talking
Ward
about?
47 Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah.
47 Stone Ocean.
REO Speedwagon.
Ward 47.
47, no time to
Stone
die.
I do stuff places, but tonight I am going to be playing Jean Verdot, who is an artificer painter by day, and by night goes by Maven, the outlaw. And last time, Maven made everyone a lot of money.
Yeah, they did.
And kept a lot of us alive.
And kept a lot of people alive. Maven is obviously the crux, the cornerstone of this team.
Well, Cornerstone is actually something that you can play in this game, so maybe we shouldn't use that. That gets a little confusing.
That's a thing we all definitely knew and would have been confused by because we know the rules.
Yep.
Anyway, that's me.
Anything else for you, Al?
No.
Cool. I believe next is Alex? Or should I look at the
Yes.
overlay and see?
I mean, you can always look at our beautiful faces. Never a bad idea.
Yes, okay.
But hello, I am Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internets. Mostly I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays, and in fact, this next Tuesday is gonna be the series finale of Squire Squad. We're finally wrapping it up after who knows how long. But yeah, so join us next Tuesday for the conclusion of the Masks game. And then after that, probably just gonna be every other Tuesday will be Dark. We'll be continuing Escape Velocity, but we're already talking about what's coming after that. And so yeah, keep your eyes out for that. And then Sunday nights, I'm also over on LB Hack'emup's channel in the shenanigans over there. For this game, I am playing Lord Blythe Turner, who is a bugbear astral self monk, but by night is the agent known as Purple Ooze.
And do you recall anything from last session?
Yeah, that Purple Ooze was a big old distraction. I was gonna say 1v2'd the robots, but didn't actually fight them. More just tried to make them fight each other.
Dipped, dove, dodged. You can dodge an automaton, you can dodge a ball. Anything else for you, Alex?
Nope, that's it for me.
Excellent. I believe since I actually checked the overlay, pro streamer over here, AJ is actually next.
I'm not used to this.
I know,
Put it
I'm
back.
sorry. No, I can't.
Put it
It's
back.
done. Do your intro.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid. You can catch me on the 3Ts of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Lucia_Kid. And now also Discord, because they changed the name thing. I'm very invested now. Keep going. The fuck? What the hell are you doing? Keep going. Why'd you stop?
I was really distracted by that and I
don't
wanted
know,
to see
man,
more of it.
stop.
We weren't getting anywhere.
Both of us just kept throwing scissors.
Well, now we're all left with rock, paper, scissors, blue balls. Thanks.
Things heard in a gay lesbian bar.
Yeah, it hurts. The thing that I'm gonna promote today is that this Monday you can find me over on. I've been trying to stall this whole time as I tried to find this goddamn this goddamn oh, there it is. All right, cool. Over on Omniversal Entertainment, Blood Island, a Love Island Monster Hearts show that is going to be on Monday at 9 p.m. EST, because I don't do PST, we do EST over here. Yeah, and yeah, just come see my little guy, Jack's your girl.
But what's his name?
Jack's your girl.
But what's he do?
Oh, he's a Fae. They They also are known as the Dust-Colored Man.
I worry about you sometimes, AJ.
Why?
I don't know. It's just
Anyway,
feeling I have.
I'm playing Virgil Aloro, the human monk who's also Gold Gryffin, the 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 bounty hunter.
Mhm.
Got it. This is what happens when you mess up the order. And last time, we stalled for time for these automatons,
Mhm.
while Maven was effing around with controls and stuff, and then I took some of their leg.
You did. The
And
shin guard, I
then-
think. Yeah.
Yeah, I took their shin guard, which I'm gonna do something with that. And then I told Chestnut to look into these people
You did.
because they're a bunch of weirdos. And I noticed something about Forge.
You did. Anything else for you, AJ?
No. I will say something at the end though.
I know you will. Thank you, AJ. Let's do that, Lisa Wally.
God, threw me off all completely because of this word. Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. You can catch me at WALLE132. It's like cute little Disney robot on the Twitter thing, talking about what's on my brain and on my mind and on my heart and the things that I do. You can find me on this channel Thursdays through Mondays playing in all the games that everyone talked about. You can also find me over on the Atomless, a Starfinder RPG, guest starring there for a couple of episodes, playing Poncho, the cutest little cowboy on this side of a dust ball planet. Yeah, that's the stuff I'm in. Today, though, I am playing Lucien Clawthorn, a blood hunter mortician by day, and by night, Black Saad, the vigilante. And look, all honesty, folks, full disclosure here, I had a bad migraine that day, so I really don't remember much.
You
But
fucked up one of those automatons.
I don't remember doing that.
You got this thing within 2 hit points of this.
I do not remember doing that. What I do remember, though, is that Force did a great reverse suplex and brought a robot down to the ground with their rope, and that was really badass. So I say let's highlight that, you know. But yeah, that's me.
Yes, up your friends. Awesome. Thank you, Wally. And I will be your, as I have now dubbed it from accidentally misspelling things last week, your Fae-cilitator this evening. I'm Christina Sid. You can find me all over the internet at Greek Sid. I am also here Thursdays through Mondays, mostly playing in a lot of the games mentioned and running these shenanigans. Are we ready to get started?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, after the chaos of the automaton attack, it's time to relax a little bit, to decompress, and to move on to our novel chapter. First one for this cycle of play. The way we do novel chapters, for anyone who may be unaware, we'll choose what type we would like to do for this round, and then everyone will get to set one scene within that chapter. I believe we sort of spoke before stream that we think we're gonna go for technically a visitation chapter, which will allow most of you to do some smaller scenes in between, sort of catch up with any side characters or amongst yourselves that you would like to. But I am going to throw in an extra special scene, which will essentially be an event, which is, of course, the eagerly awaited tea party at the St. Clair estate, which we may wait on for a moment because we'll have everyone there. But does anyone have a visitation scene that they would like to set up for us to start? I see a finger raised. AJ.
So I think Gold Gryffin is gonna take a little visit to Ezekiel.
And we must clarify, is this Gold Gryffin
Gold
visiting Zeke?
Gryffin
Or
visiting
is
Ezekiel.
this... Okay. So in your full regalia,
Mhm.
as Gold Gryffin, you're
Mhm.
going to visit Sweet Like Zeke and Sean. God damn it.
That fucking took me out. I just noticed it and I lost it. And now I want to see the sweet life on deck
Yeah, me
of
too.
Zeke and Jean with Lucien as Mr. Mosby.
Oh, that's too
Overlay
good.
wise, I was not super prepared for the two scenes to cross over.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll just stick with night and day. It's fine.
I know. You've bested me.
You solved the puzzle.
God damn it, AJ. Okay. When? How? Please set the scene for us.
I
How
feel
is
like
Zeke,
I-
probably.
I don't know.
I
I want
was-
y'all Batman in here, you know.
How do you-
I know since we kind of just been setting up and kind of alluded that the Aloros are in charge of basically the whole artisan guild.
Oh, are you my landlord?
Let's say that let's say your uncle is technically like the presides over sort of like the council of the guilds.
Mhm.
That seems like it would make sense. Like
Yeah.
is sort of the last decision maker for a council of all of the heads of guilds.
Mhm.
We'll go with that.
So I
Is
would
he
know.
good at that job?
My uncle is, yes.
Okay. So we like him.
Yes, he's
Okay.
very good at his job.
And he's grooming you and your cousin to maybe eventually,
Mhm.
nepotism and all that good stuff.
It's great.
Hallmark
Um,
of Regency.
And I would know the like operation hours of the Iron.
Claw.
Yeah,
Claw. I was like, I was saying it in my head. I was like, it's Iron Claw, right?
It's
It's
okay,
Iron
I
Claw.
couldn't remember
the Iron
first
Hook,
word.
yes.
So we got there together.
Just think of a Pokemon move.
Is Iron Claw a
It's
Pokemon?
a
Which
Metal
one?
Claw.
There are
But
it's
so
Steel
many
Claw.
of them.
Metal Claw.
It's Metal Claw.
Metal Claw, though, yeah.
Dragon Claw.
It's a steel
Dragon
move.
Shadow Claw.
Damn.
Yeah, and
You're
Poison
a nerd.
Claw.
You're a poser.
Poison Claw is not a thing. Poison Tail is a thing, and Poison Sting.
Poison Sting is a thing.
There are any other claws. It's just-
That's okay, we don't have to talk about it right now.
That's what we should do
There's
for
Metal
rest of
Claw,
this.
there's Shadow Claw.
Shadow Claw, Dragon Claw.
There's Dragon Claw.
There's White Claw.
No, that's a
and
dragon.
Gold
I do love my
Claws,
White Claw.
aka Gold Gryffin, aka Gold Gryffin. You're gonna go.
Oh my
So
God,
yeah,
Gold
I would
Griffin
go.
Iron
I
Claw.
would
Door?
go like probably like. I know. I would think that I'm familiar of like
Yeah, you've
the
had to
cle-
go
like
around.
like the cleanup setup of like the cleanup routine of like forges and stuff like that, of just like, oh yes, we've closed down and now it's time to like clean up the shop and
Okay, so
that
you're
we can-
trying to show up right around closing time.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah,
In your full Gold Gryffin regalia.
yes, I have
Do
to state
emphasize.
I am Gold Gryffin.
Okay. How do you appear? Do you literally walk down the street as a masked vigilante?
Do you walk down like Spider-Man?
He's too heavy.
Do you walk down the street like Spider-Man doing this and high-fiving people left and right? And then do you dance in front of the door like Peter Parker before walking in?
Don't tempt me. I'll make you start making some rolls right now if that's the shit you're gonna pull.
I think. Yeah, do the unexpected. I think I am gonna come through the front door.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a little.
They're I'm not gonna lie, full regalia, broad daylight, mass
It's
vigilante.
not broad daylight. It's like sunset.
The lighting is really good for Gold Gryphon right now.
It's great for Gold Gryphon.
Just
It's the golden hour.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. There it is.
I thought the
Just,
golden hour was in the morning.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's
There's
always
a
in the
bit
morning.
of a kerfuffle outside your door, Zeke, as about several people on the street are a little surprised. But then you hear, I don't know, do you have a little bell,
A bell,
on your
yeah.
establishment? Yeah. You hear the tinkling of the bell of your front door. And in walks to Forge, very familiar face.
There's
A
two
masked
golden
face.
hours. I'm just gotta say, there's
That's
two
good to
golden
know.
hours. There's 1 hour before sunrise and 1 hour after sunset.
So is this
golden
when
hour.
Golden Gryphon comes in at the second golden hour?
As the second
The
golden
Did he
Only
time
time
it?
he
Did he time it
appears.
properly? Did he
Yes.
time it properly?
Of course.
Gryphon is
Just
only
so he
outside for
yeah.
2 hours a day.
and I just like if people like try to go by me, it's like citizen.
I love you,
Citizen.
random citizen.
Love you, random citizen.
Juggling babies.
Yeah, Zeke is like in the middle of cleaning up and is like, we're done with customers for the day. Zeke should not be in a customer service job. It's like dirty rags, all covered in soot, and kind of comes out and is like halfway through saying, sorry, we're just closing up for. Oh. Hi.
Hello, citizen. I need just
Hello?
fully just walk in. I need your assistance.
Oh, okay.
And I just fully walk into the Iron Claw
Comes up behind the counter. What?
and just close the door. It's just like
What can I do for you?
I hear you're a renowned blacksmith around here, and I would like
know if
to
renowned is the
commission you.
word.
I would like to commission you for a secret job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you have in
You
mind?
see, it just brings out the sheet of metal from.
It's a good 6 feet long.
Oh, it was probably just sticking out from my back.
The
Yeah.
counters are very large. On account of I'm very large and have to work here. Pretends like he's never seen this before. That's quite the piece.
I would like this to be turned into a staff,
Staff.
quarterstaff,
Okay.
to be exact. About let's say about my height, so that's like what 5. I don't remember what height I said for Virgil.
I think he said 5'5".
All right, we'll go 5'5". You know, short king.
Short king.
With about 5 feet 5 inches. I would like gosh.
It's okay. Take your time.
3 4-inch circumference.
Okay.
And yeah, I would like to see what you could do with this, and maybe I don't know, throw in something special in there. I've had my sources that say I could trust you.
That's good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, okay. I can do that.
Perfect. What do I owe you?
I'd say a reasonable number that Zeke would know. $7 billion.
Billion dollars.
It just kind of does the math in his head, takes into account what kind of metal, it is, trying to parse how long it's gonna take. I don't know.
Weren't the robots mithril or adamantium or something? Because they were
Something crazy,
resistant to
right?
non-magic.
Yes.
Do I know what this is? How about that? We're playing a game. I can use
We
the
are
rules.
playing a game.
Rules.
Roll. I don't know if this would be like your smithing or if this would be like an arcana.
Well,
I'll let you choose.
not Arcana.
It's smithing. Yes.
What's stat that goes with? Maybe wisdom,
Sure.
right? That makes sense.
Yes.
To
Definitely
me.
intelligence.
No, that's why I said not Arcana.
But if you're proficient in smithing stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get to add your proficiency either way.
Oh, you tell me what to roll with. You stop.
Yeah, roll with
sabotaging me.
wisdom. That's absolutely fine.
I'll just roll my wisdom. So that's the same number, right?
Yeah.
Not that. Wow. 13. That was almost a big number.
Almost.
13. For me,
Okay.
this stupid one. The blacksmith who doesn't know what metal is.
I'm gonna say you can at least draw on your experience with what you actually know this to be. You know that this came from one of the automatons. You know that it was very difficult to damage it. I think you'd have to spend a little more time with this, actually get it into the forge, maybe play around with it a little bit.
I
Before
do
you could...
want to say, because
Mhm.
I've remembered, if it
Mhm.
is adamantine,
Mhm.
Forge's armor is adamantine. So if it's that, maybe there's oh wait. Duh.
No, they actually weren't made of adamantine. They were just enchanted.
Cross that one off the list then.
Yes. Look down. Not adamantine.
Look
But
down
yeah.
where?
Oh, where am I normally now? Get
I'll
me
make
away.
you guess. It's behind the counter.
You just have your costume behind the
No,
counter?
I have a
It's
secret.
Forge!
No, I have a secret cabinet. Remember?
Yes, you do.
Everyone remembers all the random bullshit I come up with, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have a feeling this may take some time to sort of ruminate over. But I mean, quarterstaff, it's not too big a deal. I feel like you could probably do it.
It's, give me a couple of days.
Sure thing. I'll come back same time, couple of days.
Sounds good.
Thank you, citizen.
Thank you, sir.
Please. Gold Gryffin.
Gold Gryffin, then.
And we'll just the same way you came in.
More of a kerfuffle outside again. Y'all are technically illegal. I want to point that out.
Sid.
Like,
I mean,
y'all,
is anyone
A
telling
person
on me?
can't be illegal.
the activities that you all pursue as mass
Exposed.
vigilantes.
Are they
Are
gonna
illegal.
tell on me?
Sid
Expose
exposed
this
live
town.
on stream, not
Has it-
clickbait.
Expose. Damn.
Another
Are
Sid
they
apology.
telling on me?
Oh my
Time for
God.
this.
Do I
Time for
see
Sid to post that.
authorities?
I don't know, but Gold Gryffin, I think Zeke lets him get about 4 steps away before that door is locked. And it's just
Incredible.
gears turning like, holy shit. He didn't act like he recognized me.
I don't know. Did anything that Zeke did make me remind me of Forge?
I mean,
He's
outside
like
of.
a 7-foot tall bunny man. Personality wise, no.
Make me do something.
Zeke is literally the opposite. I mean, if anything, it was probably like the refusing to try to make eye contact.
And Foxhay is just full of 7-foot-tall white bunny men.
There are other Haringen in Foxhead. You're not.
Yeah,
you're
like
not
Lucien.
Complete.
We are identical.
We are totally
Obviously.
identical twins.
They're
so-
twins.
Twins,
Didn't you-
Basil.
Don't you remember?
There are other Haringen within the town. I will say
mean,
that.
he's massive, and he works in a
He's-
forge.
Very big.
Mm-hmm.
He owns a forge,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and
But what are the likelihoods of that?
yeah, that'd be
Too
crazy.
on the nose.
Exactly.
Way too on the nose.
Yeah, but is
Someone
there,
as brilliant as Forge would never.
Is there anything that I could, like? Is there anything I can roll in conjunction with the fact that I kind of made a little bit of a connection beforehand?
Interesting.
That would just. I feel like the whole like hammer throw thing that
Mhm.
both Forge and Zeke did
Mm-hmm.
was just kind of like a that was a weird thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed familiar. And then just being in the Iron Claw, it maybe just like react like, or like Zeke's reaction to seeing Gold Gryffin, or if I did see if Zeke did recognize the sheet of metal that I had, or just like anything
Yeah,
that
I mean, I will say he didn't ask what it was or where it came from, but that could just be good business practices.
I'm gonna say this.
Is this where like because I know in the Good Society part of this game,
Mhm.
there's that like key to revealing your civilian identity. Is that
Yes.
what plays into it? Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of trying to contemplate here. What
I
I'm
don't know who's
thinking
actually-
is.
I was looking at it. It's still there. Everybody's got a
I
bunch
think-
of portraits that they carry with them.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
portraits that Jean painted. We're big fans.
Big
mine says
fans,
knock off my
huge.
helmet.
Oh, there you go.
If you if you just knock off my helmet, then you know who I am.
Well, that applies to
Uh,
everyone.
No,
Well,
because he's got like a rich
Take
uncle.
off my mask and you'll know who I am.
No, Virgil's
Well,
like
I have a
important to society.
full face covering helmet.
I'm gonna read that as like if I make a knockoff of your helmet.
And then Jean goes masquerading as the Gold Gryffin.
How embarrassing! You wore the same dress to the party. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
It's never a thing that bothered me.
No, I would
I
just take
was
pictures.
always
of
like, if
people.
I show up somewhere and I'm wearing the same shirt as somebody, that's my best friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my opinion. I guess samesies right there. You're gonna be the person I focus on because I'm neurodivergent.
We're just like hanging out. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Outside of spending a token and straight up negotiating at this point,
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna definitively with a roll be able to say who Forge's identity is. If you want to go that route, you're like, I'm doing it, and as long as Van's cool with it, absolutely.
I don't think there was
but-
anything in that interaction that would have made
I
Gold
think you
Gryffin.
could admit. This is what I'm gonna say. I think you could go ahead and make an insight check, but I am gonna say that Zeke is fucking on to you too. So it's not like Zeke was just gonna be very blasé about the fact that Gold Gryffin just walked through his fucking door. So,
Mhm.
not to mention is in his place of business, doing his thing.
Yeah.
I'll let you roll insight.
If any, I'm just another patron trying to get a commission. You know, I could be anyone.
I'm just wondering.
Am I contesting this?
Yes, you are, and I'm just wondering whether to. I don't think it makes sense to give Virgil disadvantage, but I do think, given the circumstance, I think it does make sense to give Zeke advantage on
Okay.
this roll. You're in your place of business. You're doing your thing. Yeah. So
what is
make a gay insight check, Virgil, and then Zeke make a.
We'll make a buy one.
You can make. I'll let you do either deception or
Can I do
performance?
Like performance? Yeah.
With advantage.
How do I fucking do advantage on this website? Hold it.
Now I'm over here trying to figure out what we're gonna call a disadvantage roll, and like
Right-click.
that's a straight roll this month, so be it.
I'll just do this. The first
Also,
one is
out of
shitty.
those claws, own claws is the only one that does not do damage. It boosts stats. Dire Claw is new. Dire Claw, I'm sorry for yelling at you, Wally. Dire Claw is the poison claw. But that's a new
Alright.
one that is only a specific Pokemon that can use.
Fair.
I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 16.
I win. I didn't seem
Could have
awkward at
gotten
all.
away with it too if it wasn't that good.
That was a perfectly normal interaction, and I wasn't awkward at all.
Nope.
Right? Is that?
Totally.
Not saying that this one interaction alleviated all of your suspicions by
Oh, no.
any means.
I don't think that
Just an add to them.
I don't think that the purpose of this was to be like, ha, got you. It was genuinely to be like,
testing the waters.
See if there was.
it was
there.
and
genuinely
also getting a cool quarterstaff.
Yeah. was just like,
Thank you so
all
much,
right,
Bastion.
I know one person that isn't like that does get business, but isn't like big on the map right now.
I like that.
I-
But I do have my suspicions, but it wasn't just like I know who. It's not like I'm coming to figure things out. It's just more of just like I know this is like a low-key place.
Now maybe people will think a better of Gold Gryffin because he supports small businesses.
But he's still illegal.
He's
Apparently.
still illegal.
Your activities are illegal.
So illegal.
Damn it.
Sid apology video going live this weekend.
Hi, everybody.
You're illegal.
I may have misspoke about 5 minutes ago, and for that I do want to apologize. I'm moving the fuck on. Anyway, okay, you have a totally normal interaction. No one is suspicious of anyone. Thank
I
you
say a
for
couple of more hey citizens on my way out. If I do see someone trying to call the authorities, I will
He
get
kills
out of
them?
there.
Punch him in
No,
the throat. Throat punch. Kick.
that's what Maven would do. I'm not Maven.
Maven would be stupid enough to go out and
Character assassination. It's not even 7 yet. Okay.
I'm gonna go beat up Chestnut now.
Chestnut didn't do
If you go
anything to
beat
you.
up Chestnut, I will hunt you
You're a
down.
monster. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna make a bomb ass staff.
Alright. I'll say this.
I actually have a thing
Given
for this.
yeah?
Yeah, one
What
of
you
my
got?
channel divinities lets me make shit.
Okay.
It's called Artisan's Blessing. Unless it's gonna be a magical staff, then I can't do that. I just have to make it.
Okay.
But yeah, one of my channel divinities is to conduct an hour-long ritual that crafts an item that must include some metal. A simple or martial weapon, a suit of armor, pieces of ammunition, tools, or other metal object, etc.
Great.
So I can just do it.
You can just do it.
I don't want to roll and fuck up the leg, because AJ worked really hard to get it. And I
Can you
know
That
make
he
the
did.
staff look like I'm using just hitting people with a leg?
With a metal leg.
Yeah.
With a metal.
I don't actually do anything to it. I just hand him it back. There you go.
It's like the leg from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Is it the leg lay from Christmas Story?
Yeah, I'll use a channel divinity on that for Artisan's Blessing because I want it to be good. A good
Okay.
thing that I make.
I love that.
So yeah, it
I'll
only
go to
takes
the
me like an
black
hour.
market again. Maybe I'll go to the black market to like get it enchanted or something.
The other 2 days were just that Zeke needs to be prepared to talk to another person again. It only takes him like an hour to make the step.
He makes it that day, like as soon as Gold Griffin leaves, he makes it that
Because he's
very
stressed.
hour,
He works
Yeah.
and then
stressed.
he just curls up in a ball in the corner for the next 2 days.
Makes sense to me. Excellent. Well, we can have the pickup scene later, picking up your materials.
Who's picking up who? Am I right?
Hey yo!
Who knows with this group? Hey! Does anyone else have a scene that they would like to set up for us?
Is anybody else gonna come to the blacksmith?
Lucien
Well-
comes in now.
Oh, God.
So I had been considering, because at one point at the party had Blythe talk about coming to Zeke's shop to commission some tools and stuff, but to give Zeke a bit of a break, I think
Oh, you
actually
can
going
do
to
it. I
go
love
visit.
hearing myself talk.
Well, but I think actually going to go visit the other brother, the other Clawthorn, because he also extended an invitation. And so I think there's some Blythe spends some time the next time he's out and about in the city trying to track down where Lucien Clawthorn works.
I'm the city mortician.
Yeah, which I don't know if Blythe had known that by the end of the party. But
I think if you ask around for,
I was gonna say, yeah,
very-
Lucid is a distinctive enough personality.
eclectic.
yeah, I don't know if it had been explicitly mentioned at the party of like, oh yeah, I'm the mortician.
No, I don't believe so, but given your connections, I think
Mhm.
you could very easily track Lucien down.
Yeah,
So
and I mean,
you're
I don't.
headed to the morgue.
Yeah, I mean, that's not where Blythe was expecting to go when he started this, but, you know, just talking to people and asking about Lucien Clawthorn gets directed there.
Look for the dead people. Excuse me, what? Okay.
Yeah.
What? I guess, Polly, help us set the scene. What's Lucien's workplace look like?
Okay, I didn't think about this, but now I gotta. It's very your average typical morgue. It's like when you go in, it has that very somber like atmosphere to it, because yeah, this is where people go to honor the dead. You have like, you go in, there's like a chapel in there at the end of the hallway, and you see like there's a schedule of like various like funerals that will be happening in the day. It's very quiet when you enter the place, almost like you're in a church also. But as you enter and you see a door like to your right that says like a door that has a glass, like an opaque glass window, and painted on it, it says Lucien Clawthorn, head mortician. And yeah, that's the door you see there. And you also see like down the hall and like to the right, you see various people wearing like doctor scrubs, pushing like large gurneys that have large bags sitting on top of them, back and forth through doors, like at the far end of the hallway. You see like there's a sign that like kind of says what's the word for they hold the bodies?
I don't know if we necessarily have that in the Regency area. You're just
Yeah.
gonna have a room where there's
Yeah.
those fucking bodies. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there isn't like anything like that, but it's just pretty much there's a room where all the fucking bodies are at. That's what the sign says. So this way to the room where all the fucking bodies at. But yeah, you do see Lucien's office is very easy to find.
Yeah. You are, I don't know, doing paperwork or something when there's a knock at your door.
Like he's in the middle of paperwork. He looks up, stands up, opens the door. Yes?
Pardon me,
Oh.
Mr. Clawthorne. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, Lord Blythe, I didn't expect you to come by. I rarely get visitors.
Yes, well, I was out in the neighborhood and, well, no, let me be not blunt. That makes it sound bad. You extended an invitation at the gala, and I thought I would take you up on it.
You don't see it on his face, but you kind of like see like him wring his hands on the edge of his jackets, like he's like doing a little bit of a stim of like, oh, this is happening. People were visiting me, and he stops and he lets him enter the office. The office is there's like a large there's a large desk in the office that looks like it's a mix of both oak, but woven, like kind of like forged into the oak is this really shiny brass that looks like that probably like Zeke made for him, like made him a desk to keep in his office. Like actually you see various items inside of this place that would be like, you know, little things like pencil holders, file cabinets are all made of brass, like his brother made them for him for his office. He sits down in the chair, and you see on the corner of the desk there is a taxidermy squirrel holding up a day of calendar. Behind him on the file cabinet there is a taxidermy raccoon, like holding a berry and looking up at the sky. And sitting in the corner is a taxidermy. It's a taxidermy stoat. Yeah, taxidermy stoat on a little coffee table that has his hands resting like this, and you see like a freshly made cup of coffee like sitting in the hands of where the resting on top of the hands of the stoat. He sits down in the chair and he turns around to face him. Oh, well, here, get comfortable, take a seat. I'm sorry I don't have any snacks prepared. Could I get you some tea? Maybe?
Oh, that's quite alright. I wouldn't want to put you out at all. As I said, this was I should have sent, perhaps a runner ahead to let you know that I intended to visit, and I apologize for dropping in on you.
No, it is perfectly fine. What would you like to talk about?
Blythe didn't really think this far ahead. Just looked at the taxidermy, and I didn't think that. I assumed that the morgue was primarily for people. Do you also do the taxidermy as a business here, or is that?
Oh, no,
Do you do the taxidermy, or is that just something you get from someone else?
Oh, no, this is a hobby of mine. I do taxidermy as a bit of an art form.
These do look rather lifelike. Is that something you're supposed to say about taxidermy? I must admit I don't know what to.
Things you could say about taxidermy is that the art of taxidermy is taking a creature that has passed away through natural causes and then honoring their life in form of art forms such as this. I take visitations out into the forest to go find animals that have passed away. And I collect them and I turn them into these.
Does look like rather skillful work. My compliments.
Thank you. Like, you don't see it on his face, but underneath the table, he's like fidgeting with his hands in like a gleeful manner that someone complimented his work. If you don't mind me asking, are you okay after what happened at the party?
Yes. Yes, I was not expecting that encounter and caught me off guard, but I shall be more fortified should we cross paths in the future, which I believe will be at the upcoming tea at the St. Clair's.
That is true. We are going there. However, I will now have to ask, and he like rests his hands on his chin and leans on the table, but his face is still flat and blah. Perhaps you can dish out the tea before we go to the tea party.
You will have to forgive me, but I cannot. It is a matter of honor that I cannot speak more of this, but suffice to say what I told you previously is that Lady Catherine Singorn is important to me, but the less we have to do with each other, I think the better it shall go.
It sounds like to me that this honor that is you are bound by, it seems to be causing you some internal strife and struggle over this. It is oddly romantic when you think about it. You pining away for someone that you cannot have, that is just a simple arm's reach from you.
Trying to think how Blythe wants to play this.
The only instructions he was given was that he needs to make sure to stay, civil, but not engage too much with her. You tell me, what was the specifics of the gaze placed on him?
To not seek her out, to let her think that he was dead.
And the rest really just had to do with him becoming Lord Turner, right?
Mostly, yeah.
Okay. I feel like Blythe can interpret that as he will.
It is one thing for the heart to yearn. It is quite another when circumstances prevent us from following those desires.
If I may be so forward, Lord Turner, this doesn't sound like much of a matter of honor, though. Honor feels more of personal code set upon themselves that they act upon to give your own sense of duty the bit of boost that it needs. This sounds more like... This sounds more like a command someone gave you to protect yourself or her.
Well, I certainly admire your intuitiveness into this situation. You must trust that there are aspects of which I cannot speak, and so I certainly appreciate your I'm trying to think of a word. It's not quite friendship, but friendship is the closest I can think of.
Candor?
Candor, maybe it's like the supportiveness. My English teacher brain is displeased at blanking here.
Thesaurus.com, future sponsor of our show, right here. So
Let's see, friendliness, support, candor. I feel like I'm orbiting the word that I want.
comfort, indulgence.
Comfort. Indulgence sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I think somewhere between those two. So yes, I thank you for your indulgences into this matter, but it is unfortunately far more complicated than I am able to explain.
I can understand that. I can understand that complications can keep the relationships you want in your life far from you. Certain things either you are obligated to, or certain conditions one may have can really put a damper on your life, because you don't want to hurt the people that are too close to you because of those conditions. However, I will say this, I don't know the fullness of your own situation, but from what I recognize, even though there are these rules and conditions set in your life, it shouldn't stop you from living and enjoying the things that you do want in life. Even though, yes, you cannot, however you may put it, get close to her, it does not mean that you can't let her know that you are supporting her, knowing that whatever may happen, you'll have her back. Because the simple little thought of support goes a long way.
Yes, it certainly does. I thank you for the wisdom in your words, and shall see what I can do to act upon them. But now you have me curious. What are the circumstances in your life that prevent you from being close to the ones you care about? Spoke from a place of very personal connection just now. Do I need to roll an insight check for this?
I didn't make Lucien roll one, so no.
Lucien pauses for a second, like he's considering his words. The long story short of it is I have certain health conditions that honestly, there is honestly no cure for them. Because of those conditions, I don't know how much of a lease on life that I have. I could leave tomorrow, maybe in a couple of years. I don't know. But because of that, I try to keep people at an arm's length. Well, no. There was a time I kept a lot of people at arm's length because of it, but then I realized I should at least try to make the effort of trying to bring people into my life, but it was too late for me to make any new friends. I do have my brother, and I have someone I am very fond of, but I have trouble finding the words to express myself to them.
Well, you seem rather eloquent. Would it benefit you to practice on me? Pretend that I am the one that you struggle to find the words for, and perhaps we can find them together.
That'll be very difficult because they are adorable and, well, you are more of a rugged, handsome type.
Suppose you are correct there, though, kind of quickly checks to make sure it's just us two in the office, and then we'll
When you look around the office to check to see if there's anyone else in the office, you see, like, you did a pan of the office before, and it was just Lucien, but then when you do a pan of the office this time, you see Buddy sitting on the corner of the desk doing this.
Blythe pauses on Buddy, but doesn't fully react to that. But what I was gonna say is, like, does the thing, because I'm still tickled that bugbears have this thing of, like, they can just get real small, and so, like, goes from his, like, you know, standing or not standing, but like sitting in a lordly pose to like scrunching up and becoming like condensing down.
Lucien stares at that a bit and goes, Yes, you are now adorable. You're no longer rugged and handsome.
I shall have to try and figure out how to be both. Like, from there goes back out to the, you know, the full stature, but
okay. He gets up from behind the desk and he sits on the corner of the desk and he takes in a bit of a breath. Okay. Hold on. He takes out like a little charcoal pen and draws freckles on his face. There. They have an adorable set of freckles. I figured this would help.
if it will assist you, certainly.
I understand that we have been friends for quite a long time, since our childhood days. I have fond memories of how you would throw rocks at the neighborhood bullies who picked on me. You were someone who was there for me in my darkest times and for many of my brighter days. You mean quite the world to me. However, I am afraid that certain things would keep me from you. And he rests his hand on Blythe's hand. But I hope perhaps we can explore the feelings that perhaps are between us and go beyond the simple lines of friendship into something greater and more. And that's when you lean in for the smooch, am I right? No. Ah.
It's, well, buddy, did you get all that down? I was not taking notes myself, but I think we can workshop it, perhaps.
Oh yeah! I am quite a motherfucking wordsmith! I can turn that into a glorious poem, and he'll be spitting game all day!
So, Buddy is like a couple feet away from Lucien on the table.
Yeah. But you see, when you do see because his hand isn't there, the mouth flaps aren't moving, so it's just Buddy just doing, and the voice is coming out from it just with no motion from the puppet at all.
Yeah, Blythe is trying to keep one eye on Lucien as Buddy speaks and trying to see is there even the slightest movement of the lips or.
Make a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Lucien.
You don't see Lucien's lips move at all, but you kind of every now and then see his throat move a little bit as he's talking. But also you notice that certain words you don't see any kind of motion on his neck as he was talking. It's more perhaps the opening lines that he made was almost like it wasn't him, but everything else after that was.
Okay, yeah, just gonna file that away. Doesn't know what to do with it, but.
Do any of us know what to do with Buddy? No.
Heck, I don't even know what to do with him half the time.
Right. Well, I suppose this is something that we could continue to practice at a later date. I pulls out a pocket watch. Do need to be getting going, as I didn't just interrupt your day, rather selfishly, but yes, if you would like, you are welcome to come visit at my estate, or somewhere else that you would prefer, and we can. It seems to me that your goals are more attainable than mine, and perhaps I can live somewhat vicariously through helping you achieve yours.
You see just Lucien's eyes widen slightly, once again completely flat-faced. I would like that. Thank you, Lord Turner.
Of course.
Unless, may I, if it isn't too forward, may I call you Blythe?
I suppose as long as we're not in polite company, I have no issue with it, but, there is a certain image I do need to strive to uphold, especially as the new lord in town.
Well then, how about this? within these walls of this office, the titles of Lord, they don't exist. Only within these offices are two friends talking.
Sounds like a capital idea to me.
He nods, and he holds out a hand to him.
Blythe returns I assume it's a handshake? Or is it...
He gives him a handshake.
Yeah, we had those.
Yeah, just making sure it's not the like, oh,
Here's the
going in for like the
stands.
kissing the knuckles sort
He
of.
gives him an elaborate dap.
Just a severed hand.
Just a severed taxidermy hand.
Yes, exactly. That's what it was. Extended a hand to him, and it's just a severed hand. He lets go. You have to have a severed hand in your hand.
No!
No.
So yeah, takes his leave, probably leaves you, I don't know how they did, like calling cards, just so that if you do show up, it's not like, yeah, let me just see. The Lord's like, no, I'm expected.
He'll take the calling card and just stare at it for a second and puts it on the desk like it's a very treasured prized possession right now.
Lovely. Anything else for that scene, friends?
When Blythe leaves, Lucien will close the door and he'll look at Buddy. Buddy, I made a friend today. And Buddy just goes, man, that's fucking tight. And that's it.
Sorry, I'm just imagining the lore of Buddy similarly to like the genie from Aladdin, which is how they explained why the genie made all of these like really topical references. It's just like Buddy is beyond time and space. And I hate it. I hate it all. Okay, great. Moving on.
When I stare into the light, I see myself blinking back at me. For the
No.
void has me and I am the void.
No!
Bada beeba.
For the love of God, someone else start a scene, please.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm saying my star right now. It's Abanabina. That's it. I'm not doing my star for anything.
Bada
It's that. That is my star for this
Bada Biba.
episode.
I'm Mel Biba.
Oh. Who else has a scene for us?
I do. I think Jean had made plans to discuss some business with a couple members of the group, but I think most of that can probably wait until the
Until
TV
tea
party.
time.
And I think also Jean has probably like setting a scene the evening after the big automaton fight. A lot of like the events of the night before, like playing through Jean's head. Jean is sitting down in their workshop and is doing something they haven't done in a long time, which is they've taken out this old viol and are sitting on a stool and like playing just a very somber, kind of very slow song as they are staring at their easel where the Monte Carlo is sitting and alit with some lanterns around it. And they've just been staring at this painting for hours, trying to figure out, like, is there anything different? Is this a forgery? Like, what's wrong? Like, why was this given back to me? And I think as part of this, I don't know if I could make a check to try to
Absolutely,
see,
yeah.
was there anything done with this, or is this potentially a replica?
Sure. Would this be? I'd say either an investigation, or if you have something more specific to your.
Investigation works fine.
Isn't there like forgery tools or something like
Yeah,
that?
I think that would be more like if you were attempting to create a forgery. Yeah. Yeah, I think investigation's probably our best bet here.
Okay. I will roll. Okay, 17.
Okay. Um. Jean was looking for this piece for a very long time. They're very familiar with the work of Monte Carlo, studying it, emulating it at times, down to the signature. This is a Monte Carlo.
Which is perhaps even more unsettling. That they can't tell if it's a forgery. They either can't tell or it is the original, and it's why they've just been sitting there staring at it, because they were probably so just convinced when they got it back. It's like, whoever did this made a replica and gave it back to me, and so whoever did this is either better than Jean at it, or gave it back and is clearly after something else. So it's just been sitting there for a long time, just thinking through, gears turning, before the music stops, and then they immediately put down the instrument and move across to a desk, light a lantern, and begin writing letters all night, specifically addressed to everyone that is invited to the tea party. But I'm going to be ritually casting illusory script on these, specifically on one portion of letters. They're formal invitations for everyone in the group, and then everyone else, because I'm trying to think, Salvador Carlo was invited,
Lady Catherine.
Delilah, obviously, trying to think of anybody. I mean, everybody was invited.
Yeah. Did y'all invite Love? I don't remember. I don't think you did. Love was all up in the Duchess's girl, so I don't think
honestly,
you had time.
I just assumed
busy.
Virgil. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
assumed
she was
Virgil
busy.
would bring
She's
her.
busy.
Yeah, and I don't think, again, this isn't an exhaustive thing, but Jean is just trying to, like, okay, this could rule out some people who I've had, like, recent interactions with as potential suspects here. And is specifically going to ritually cast illusory script with writing each of these letters. And the letters are formal, like, it, I think does a lot of, like, calligraphy, everything, like the date and time, everything is the same, except an illusory script on all of the letters requests that everyone, to keep the theme of the event, wear I will say to wear a specific color. I think we'll go with green. And then that is what the actual text says, but then designates the illusory script that only, because I can designate one creature, only the dove would read it as blue.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you are inviting Love, that does set up a little scene that I had in my head that I was just going over.
Okay.
So.
You can either spend a token to do an additional scene, or we can set it up right before we go into, like, before you all go into the party.
Would Love be somebody that I would be familiar with? Like,
if you're familiar with Virgil and, like, the Allurus in general, like, you would know who Loth was.
yeah, because I don't remember. Did Jean and Virgil have a direct interaction at the ball?
Other than the group party performance thing,
Yeah,
I don't think outside of that.
yeah. But we
didn't
did
really
extend an invite, and I think, like, I don't think we set up anything specifically, but if you were there, and I would know you based on your station within the town, because I think Jean knows most people that live in Foxe, at least not at least being acquaintances. So knowing you,
And we also had that interaction of me giving her money.
That's right. Yeah, that too. Which is definitely why Virgil is getting one of these invitations. But I think maybe just to bite somebody else out would pass one along for love too. Again, wants to cast as wide a net as possible. So, if you want me, do you want me to read this text of the illusory script spell?
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now.
Yeah. So, you and any creatures you designate, the writing appears normal. To all others, the writing appears as if it were written in an unknown magical script. Alternatively, you can cause the writing to appear as an entirely different message written in a different hand language, though the language must be one you know. So, yeah, essentially I'd be designating it that... Okay, so the actual writing, I guess, would be green, or would be blue, and then the illusory script, and that is only legible by the Dove and Jean, and everyone else would read it as green. So if they read it, they would see a different color and maybe show up wearing a different color.
Okay, I like it.
Spends a long time doing that.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Love it.
Love it. Okay. Eventually, all of you receive these lovely calligraphied formal invitations to this gathering.
I guess anyone has true sight. They can read the. I don't know if anyone in this group has true sight.
Love it. Love it. Any other scenes? We've got 2 of you left if you would like to do anything. You absolutely can say I'm good, which is totally fine, and we can move on to a tea party as well.
I don't think I have any.
Okie doke.
Actually, I kind of have what I want to do.
Okay.
I think it would be at the evening hours after the morgue closes, when Lucien has his time to meet with Maria.
Okay.
And he's waiting for her in his office, and he's just looking at that card. Every now and then he's writing paperwork, and he looks at the card Blythe sent. He gives it a little shove to set it perfectly on his desk, and goes back to writing.
Oh yeah, if you arranged for Maria to stop by, or if she does regularly, yeah.
I think it's a regular kind of checkup they usually do.
Sure. Around the appointed hour, she rolls into your office.
Good evening, Maria.
Oh, good is up for debate, but
He will reach into the desk and set down a box of cigars onto the table, opens one up, cuts it for her, and hands it to her.
getting better.
I assume that you've heard about what happened in the city not too long ago.
I think everyone's heard about it at this point.
Honestly, this is the first time something like this has ever happened on this level. Usually it's just petty crimes, but something this destructive is new.
You weren't around in Alt 4, were you? No, you're too young.
This is true. I'm just a spring chicken compared to you. He does this.
No, I'd have to agree. Just a bit of an escalation from what we've seen. Some rather brazen thievery to this. Have you heard anything about what happened?
No, I haven't heard anything else besides the attack. It's just the fact that Kettleboom is so very particular, and he is quite the genius when it comes to his work. But to let his own devices get away from him seems very odd.
Not to mention bad for business.
Oh, incredibly bad. Which brings me to my question. Should I deviate from the mission and look into this?
Puts the cigar in her teeth, sort of leans over, puts a rather calloused hand on top of one of yours. I didn't give you this mission. You put this upon yourself. I'm retired. So I had one that got away. One's not bad, given everything I've done. You do what you think is going to be best.
There are others that have also been helping out that were there outside of my usual partnership.
Heard some rumors. A couple more of you all running around willy-nilly.
I was thinking of gathering them together, and perhaps we could work together to find out the source of this.
You're young, maybe a little naive, but I trust your judgment on this. If you think they're up to the task, if you think you wouldn't be putting them in an inordinate amount of unnecessary danger, more the merrier, I say.
That I was hoping you would say that. That was my plan. I just needed someone I trusted to agree with me.
All right. Coming out of retirement for one more thing. Pats his hand again. I don't tell you what to do. You don't need me to tell you what to do.
But what if I came to you for advice?
Advice is fine. But you are the final decision maker in what you do. Understand me?
Yes, I do.
Good. All right, I'm retired again.
Should I bring out your seedy romance novels that you like to read?
That's for private time.
I see.
I take a scotch, though.
Reaches under the desk, pulls out a bottle and 2 glasses, pours them, slides one over to her.
Lovely. And you have some lovely conversation that I'm sure gets pretty boisterous once you give her a couple scotches.
She swears like a sailor.
Yeah, she's great like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Love it. And Van, if you're good and you don't need any scenes, I think that's everybody. So I think, well, we're right about on time for break. So yeah, why don't we take a quick old break, refresh ourselves, refresh our drinks, do a little stretch. I need more Dr. Pepper or I will dissolve into a puddle of nothing. But hey, no tokens!
No, I want Dr. Pepper.
Oh, no, well, it would pass you one through the magical
We only have so
machine
much
here.
to go around since almost cleaned us out.
Look, you buy a case of Dr. Pepper, that thing is gone within
I
like
bought
2
2.
days.
You invited
Look!
over. What did you expect?
That was like that's basically like saying,
Character
hey,
assassination.
it's raining outside.
Character assassination.
Maybe I should just wear a pair of galoshes.
You know what?
Wait,
you know
has
what?
this
I
been
think
the secret all along? I just need to get Dr. Pepper and Sid will come visit.
I think Chestnut is gonna murder Maven now.
Before my players start threatening each other's NPCs anymore, we're gonna take our break. I will be clearing out the Dr. Pepper. But yeah, please stick around. We'll be back 10-15 minutes, and then we will jump right into the tea party to end all tea parties. So stick around, take a break yourself, and we shall see.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
The tea party to end all tea parties? There will never be another tea party ever again, AJ.
Dang.
So stick around. We'll be back real soon.
Wait, but I want to know the joke.
Welcome back, internet. No! I'm going to murder my entire... Hello and welcome back, internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break. I'm not going to murder my whole cast.
I'm just
I
a
do
little
love them
guy.
dearly.
I'm just a little guy.
If he could say big balls,
Would you?
would you? I made you Bieber.
AJ, that's very good, actually.
So it's time for tea party.
People, hey, if you're watching this, will you tell me why?
Why?
Yeah, why are you watching
Please.
us? Is anyone even watching us
Why?
anymore?
We've got subscribers. They pay
do.
money.
They do.
Some of them more money than the first tier.
Yeah. It's shocking, really.
If you could subscribe to Games. Would you?
So.
Oh, Sid, you unbearable.
Oh.
I was gonna say we start the tea party, but okay.
Oh, Sid, you're not unbearable.
Okay, thanks.
You're infinitely bearable. It doesn't
How
sound
many
like-
bears? Infinite.
Infinite. There is no limit.
No limit
Okay.
soldiers.
Bears? The limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist. We
Such
are at the
jokes
St.
are
Clair
funny.
estate. I have to cut it off. I have to cut it off. I must.
What color are we all supposed to wear?
Green.
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 Yeah, green.
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 No, Zeke, you're actually supposed to wear blue.
What if I was
If you're the
dove?
dove.
What if I was
What
the
if-
dove?
What if Zeke was the dove the whole time?
The whole time?
The whole
What if
time?
the
Oh,
dove
whole
was
time.
one of us?
What if we
Uh,
all just wore blue?
What if we all are colorblind? And we
So.
rabbits are like dogs, they can't see color.
I realize the hole in this plan is the stupid players there.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
Jean
Yeah.
slash Maven. What is the lovely estate, St. Clair, that you have been so obligingly allowed to live at? What does it look like?
That is a good question. I think it is a
Big treehouse.
Yep, it's a big tree house.
Lives in the Keebler elf tree.
What we didn't say was actually the St. Clairs are flying squirrels, so that makes sense.
Oh no, Lucien taxidermied one of their cousins.
No, I think it is. The estate is set on the outskirts of the city. It's actually in like a pretty like wooded area. There is like a cart path that leads up to the front estate, which is has a roundabout with a large sort of a gray like old stone like moss covered mountain out front. The building itself is like red brick with white columns with like just covered along the eastern side of the building with like dense ivy growing up the side of it. And And then it would be large, like multiple wings, kind of forming kind of like a horseshoe shape. And then behind the estate is cleared out with more of like a lawn, like a big like open field area with gardens, sitting area, and then John's workshop and living area is off of the main house, back set back towards the woods.
Lovely. You have all been invited. You've all been given your formal invitation. To your knowledge, unless you are the dove, you've been instructed to go with the theme of wearing green. I suppose, why don't we have everyone arrive before the festivities begin? Who would arrive first? John, you don't count, you live there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm exactly on time.
Yep, Lucien and Zeke are exactly
exactly
on
on
time. We're exactly
Show up
on
precisely when we're supposed to.
time. At the crisp to the second.
11 a.m. on the dot.
No.
11 a.m. 000. We are there.
Wearing matching green cravats.
Green cravats.
Love it.
It's gotta be the only like green thing that Zeke owns. There's no way.
Yeah, the same thing with
That's fair. Don't
Lucien.
let all-
That's the only green thing we own.
Because
So
if
it's
I
like,
see anyone wearing blue, I am going to stab.
Like green, little green.
What if I'm wearing blue and green?
You're getting stabbed.
That's stabbing.
Look, I'm trying to diversify my color palette, and I walk in here and I'm getting fucking
Look,
shanked.
if I
What
just
is
come
this?
in wearing green, they're gonna think I'm the Green Power Ranger. I can't have that.
I mean, like how you always wear.
Shit,
Hello?
no one's caught.
I mean, I have no room to talk, but still.
Ding dong.
Knock,
I was
knock, knock.
imagining that maybe like the servants.
Oh,
are,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
escorting
there's-
people like maybe
Absolutely.
around the side, like toward like maybe the
Toward the
Yeah,
gardens.
towards the gardens around back.
Yeah, absolutely. You are both greeted quite promptly by like a steward or one of the butlers who take your invitations and escort you back to a very beautiful in bloom garden space. We're in like high spring, almost into summer at this point, so everything is looking gorgeous. And yeah, they have a couple little, things to nosh on before the full high tea begins. And there is a dog.
Snacks.
They've got the St. Clair's have a bunch of pugs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Pug Army!
I love them.
When you open the door, they all like run out like the pigs and dogs in Hey Arnold.
That-
And just around your feet are just a bunch of fucking pugs.
Oh, hello.
They're so tiny.
What's the polite thing to do with this? Like, would Jean?
Is it polite to pick up the dog?
Because we want to pick up the dogs.
It's absolutely polite to pick up the dog.
Oh, Lucien picks one up.
Would Jean and Delilah already be out back there, or
Yeah, I would definitely
There to
say
greet
so.
everyone?
would we
Yeah.
be reading, or would we be?
Yeah, absolutely, to greet everyone,
Okay.
for sure.
What color?
We
is
show
the
up.
dog there?
We show up wearing our cravats.
She wore yellow
Ah,
because
That's
that is
farther away from
the
you.
color of like the St. Clair, like that's on their crest is like this yellow gold. So she wore yellow.
You can't.
Wait,
tell
did you
her what
give-
to wear.
I know.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
can't.
I don't know how to trap her into figuring out.
Honey pot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're well on your way to it, so I mean, you could just continue, but it's fine. Yeah, she wore a lovely sort of summery yellow.
Jean's probably wearing yellow with maybe like a green accent. Very colorful. Hello, it's a pleasure to my friend Zeke and wait, did you give surnames? Do you have surnames?
Yes.
Yes.
Your surnames.
Clawthorn.
Clawthorn. You'd both be
That's why it's
mistaken.
called the Iron Claw.
Oh my god, I just figured it out.
No, you didn't.
Oh my god, it just dawned on
They
me
did
too.
it!
Oh my gosh.
They did
It just hit me.
Wrap it up,
You
guys.
is
We're
fine.
done.
Wally picked the last name.
Cut
I
the
didn't.
feed. Cut the feed. We did it. We're done. We've
I
accomplished.
never
We're set.
said I
Yeah,
was
okay.
smart. I am just pretty.
It says, Monsieur Cordon and Monsieur Cordon, it's a pleasure to have you here. Please make yourselves. Unless you say anything you'd like to drink, we have
Yes.
refreshments prepared.
Everything you could need. It was so lovely to see you both again.
Thank you for having us.
You have a lovely home.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Many dogs.
Many dogs, yes. I assumed it was okay to pick
Yes.
them up.
Oh, please, goodness. I don't think they would allow you not to.
You may regret that later when they will not let you put that back down, but you are very welcome to carry them.
They're very
When
small.
when Lucien do they do that like the pug scream of like when he tries to put it down?
They're so happy to get the attention. Yeah,
They're
Delilah
very
just sort of
small.
looks on indulgently.
That's it.
Yes, Mama is quite enraptious with her pugs. So,
It seems that there is always a new one every time we have dinner. I do not know where she is getting them from.
I've stopped asking.
Maybe they are multiplying. Please, enjoy. How has your week been since the festivities of the Duchess's ball?
We're pretty uneventful. I'd
Yes.
say I took on a couple more commissions.
Wonderful. Oh, I do need to, once everyone has arrived and we get productions, I should show you my workshop. Books.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that would be great.
Books.
Yes.
Speaking of which, who's the next to arrive?
We can arrive at the same time.
Back to back?
Whoa.
Back to back.
Two bros standing at the front door 5 feet apart because they're
'Cause
not
they're
gay.
not-
Hey.
So did Love come?
Hey.
Stop that.
Quit it. That's his
Quit it.
cousin.
That's my cousin,
You
bro.
said that, Virgil.
I don't know. You read the letter. You
Yeah,
read the
know.
letter, though.
You read the letter.
Look, I just
Yeah,
said
you would know better than
hey.
anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would
I
actually.
know
You
us.
would know.
I'm gonna say
AJ's
Give
never
me-
gonna come back.
Filthy.
ever. AJ, give me a persuasion check.
When we tease you, you know we accept it.
That's how you know.
I mean, I'm fine with her not coming.
There's lots of other words you can say.
You could use any of
Not attending.
Joining, attending.
I am but a simple guy. I do not
And I can't
use
stop
of
talking
this.
about
I
my
am not
cousin Connor.
sponsored by thesaurus.com.
You
I
bite
don't-
your tongue. We are. We will be.
No,
We
when we
will
get
be.
the
guys,
sponsorship,
you guys are.
AJ
I'm
will
not.
stop saying comment.
I am. I
You heard
am
it here
not.
first. Thesaurus.com. If you want this to stop,
I love
please.
so many words.
Please.
Only you have the power at thesaurus.com.
You can make
arriving.
this stop.
You can end this for
Arriving.
antithesaurus.com.
Thesaurus.com. Please tell AJ to stop talking about his
I am-
cousin Connor.
Approaching your
End his
location
suffering.
rapidly.
Yes.
What'd you get, AJ?
I got a 18.
Okay. She seems a little reluctant at first. Who will be there?
Oh, it's Sinclair. At Sinclair Estate. I think the new Lord Turner will be there.
All right.
do you think the Clawthorns will be there?
Both of them.
Probably. Which is why I'm just asking as courtesy because your name was on the invitation. It seems low key.
She walks out of her room. And
Comes back wearing blue.
dun dun dun.
Surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker! She comes back with a lovely array of flowers and hands them to you. Please give the Lady Delilah my absolute best, but please give my regrets that I was unable to attend due to business.
I'll say if they ask further, I'll say you're handling the whole thing that happened downtown.
No, I will actually be doing that. So
I mean, I handled most of the paperwork for that, but you know.
you started most of the paperwork for that.
I
will have to finish most of the paperwork for that.
Damn, Lav said I'm actually doing my job.
Wait, does she not want to come because we're gonna be there?
If
You're
Lucian's
fine,
gonna be
Zeke.
there.
Okay.
You're fine, Zeke. It's just
Think you're great.
your brother.
Okay.
Yeah, she almost had a foursome too.
Hey.
I don't know if it. I don't know. If it was that
I
close.
feel like maybe there were a couple more steps in there, but
Yeah,
Not that many.
really weren't though. I mean, it pretty much was like one step away. Be like,
I was.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. We were all
Yeah, I was
yelling at
like-
AJ to
It's just-
talking about sex about his cousin, and now we're talking about sex with his cousin again. So I think we need to
because
stop.
we're
So
not her cousin.
I-
We're not her cousin.
We can too.
I
They can't.
We ain't related.
look. I was gonna get back to it when I came back from the, but whatever. You do you. You do you.
Go enjoy yourself. It's fine. Give Zeke my best.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm wearing.
What you wearing?
I'm wearing high-waisted brown pants, button down,
Ankles.
button down.
Slut.
I'm slugging out here. Button down.
We are punchy as fuck tonight, fellas.
Look, I
He can
have.
wear
Look,
whatever he
I
wants.
I am leaving my job July 14th. I am full of this energy. Every game I'm gonna be on, I am bringing this energy. You better prepare, motherfuckers, after July 14th happens, because this energy is gonna be through the fucking roof.
Your head's already so close to it, though.
God damn it.
I'm wearing a green button down, rolled up sleeves, obviously. I'm wearing
Yeah, bisexual.
I'm wearing a yellow vest. Because you can't take my yellow away from me. And black shoes.
You know, like Link out here.
And I'm wearing like just a brown long coat. I don't know what time of year it is,
Hot.
but they always wear coats.
Spring
Regardless.
moving into
Spring.
summer.
Going
Yeah.
into summer.
They
You do always wear the long. That long sort of frock coat is definitely.
They
in
still
mood.
always wear it. So it's thinner since it's warmer.
Oh yeah, like a nice.
Meanwhile,
linen
like
hippie.
Lucien and Zeke wearing our normal clothes, wearing cravats that we probably bought at H&M last minute.
Yeah, Zeke's neck is too big, though. He can't wear it as a cravat, so it's just kind of.
It's just hanging.
Zeke actually tied two of them together so
Yeah,
that
There's
it
a
would
knot
be
in the
long enough.
back.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
kind of
double
collar.
cravat.
Mhm.
It's a new fashion trend I'm trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm wearing to the tea party. So
All
I'm
right.
looking fly as hell.
Hell yeah.
I'll say right around that time is when Lady Catherine arrives. also in a lovely sort of
What color?
emerald green, like summer dress, which goes very lovely with her red hair. Looking a little shy, sort of immediately gloms onto Delilah as soon as she sees her. Thank you so much again for inviting me. This is you really needn't. No, of course, absolutely. It's lovely to show you into the town directly. So please come in.
I hand the flowers over to Delilah. Love couldn't make it. There with the dealings of the warehouses a couple nights ago. We're still going through the paperwork of that. So
I can only imagine. No, please give her our best and completely understand. Thank you. I'll make sure these are put in water. And she'll sort of trot off for a moment.
You're not wearing them. You said to wear it.
I don't know if they're blue though. I'm sitting suspicious.
What, the
Are
flowers?
the flowers blue?
There are many colors
Okay.
that seem to be like a lovely arrangement. Yeah.
Red and yellow
I'm looking
and
for
green
any
and
clues here.
brown
I'm full in
and
detective
violet,
mode.
black, silver,
I love it.
peach, ruby, and olive, and lilac, and
I'm
mauve,
just trying to remember if I still do have a
Jack.
ticket.
mauve.
I think so.
I think I used one, but I feel like
You
I
have-
got another one.
I believe you have to.
Are they on your thing on the
Same.
spreadsheet?
You have one
You
on the
have
sheet.
one.
You have one. You have two on the sheet.
I still have one.
You do.
I'm saving it.
I have two on the sheet?
You have
Hey,
two on the
you
sheet.
have
You got
one.
one first session, and then you got
I just see one on the sheet.
No, sixth
I-
session. Session 6. AJ got one as well.
I'm
We're
saying-
looking at like the.
I'm
uh,
looking
Oh,
at
you're
the-
looking at
Oh.
the
the spreadsheet.
I'm looking at the token thing. So yeah, you should
Because I
have.
think you spent one on something.
You did spend one, so you should have one left.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Jean obviously picked everyone as well as Delilah.
So I believe that leaves Lord Turner.
Yeah. Probably not too long after everyone else, still fairly punctual. He rolls up in a I need to know more green colors because one of the ones that always trips me up is I always think like garnet and viridian are green colors, but they're red
Viridian?
colors.
Viridian is
Viridian
green.
is.
Vermilion is red.
Yes.
Vermilion, yeah.
I
Okay.
fucked that one up
Yeah.
constantly.
Viridian is, and I believe Garnet is also a red.
Garnet
It's a
is
Yeah.
dark. It's a dark
Yeah.
red. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, garnet is one that I always thought would be a green for some reason.
Viridian,
but no.
I only know is green because thanks crafting and Dragon Age Inquisition.
I only know it because of
Okay.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Mm.
Same hat, Val. Same hat.
Some garnet gemstones can be green, but what you would
Well, that's
typically consider. I know
fucked
that's
up.
fucked up. I know, but what you would typically consider garnet, like the color, is like a deep red.
Could be red
Blood
and
orange.
green.
Blood
Yeah, orange ones
it's
too.
Red.
Orange makes sense to me. That's just a light red.
Ooh.
Orange is just red with
Orange.
aspirations.
Another strike in the war on Christmas.
I'm starting to
Okay.
think that I'm not actually colorblind and that whoever's deciding what colors are is fucked up.
Why not both?
Like maybe I'm right and
But,
they're just really fucking it up.
No, let's actually go with Blythe's ensemble is largely peridot colored,
Ooh.
and even has like a peridot on the like. It's not a bolo tie. I'm trying to think where it would make sense for a peridot to be like
You could
displayed.
have you could have a gemstone on like your cravat, like in
Like
in
a
the.
tie clip.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
do bolo
like,
ties again. That was too
Mhm.
soon.
Nah.
I think you can
Yeah.
do bolo ties whenever you want.
Yeah, but also has
Follow your dreams.
a top hat.
Yes!
It's back.
It's the hat. Now it's back.
I saw
Yeah,
As
you
can
looking
tell,
for
it's
it.
just
It's
very
part
impressed.
of the Elegance lore. Always with a tall hat.
Yeah, but
Alex has
yeah,
many fun
largely
hats.
a Peridot ensemble. And yeah, goes around. Goes to Jean and Delilah and sees Catherine. Presumably almost right there. I don't know if she's like
she's perusing some of the macaroons or whatever, just sort of kind of shyly.
Catherine's wearing green too. Yes.
Yes, like a very lovely emerald green, sort of summery.
So the dress, like, I have a question for myself.
Of course.
How similar is it to the one Delilah's wearing?
Do
they? No, not like
Do you
in
want to bring
color,
up-
but like, do they have like
stop.
similar styles? They're like,
I would say they're both in sort of the same like cut of sort of like that, almost like a shift dress, like the umpire waist of the time.
okay.
Very, very lovely décolleté, as they would say. The boobies are out. The Regency, we were allowed to have boobies out.
Tits on deck.
I
Yeah,
have some theories about Catherine specifically.
Oh, okay.
I'm gathering
I got you.
evidence for.
Okay. But yeah, it's I would say similarly
have
cut
ideas.
for the fashion.
I also have ideas.
But no, like I wouldn't say it's not like the same dress in different colors or anything like that. But similarly styled for the fashion. of the
She's like fitting in.
Yeah.
time. Definitely.
Good for her.
She's new in town.
Yeah.
She's ready to have fun.
I will note, however, what you'll normally see, she does have sort of like a sheer black cover over this, just sort of, you would assume, sort of representing that she is not currently in mourning, but was rather recently.
Sorry, I'm assuming this is in response to you saying the titties are out, but G did say in chat they're not ankles or anything.
God forbid.
God, Virgil, you
They're
slut!
not ankles. It just really made me laugh, and I wanted to hang a little lantern on it.
Incredible.
Gotta go ankles.
Oh, you can't show feet
No,
on Twitch.
no
We'll get
feet on
banned.
Twitch!
You can't do
it
that!
wasn't a barefoot. It had a sock on.
That's
I think
fine.
we're okay.
It's a sock.
Close.
It's fine.
That could be anything in a sock.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
I
let me
didn't
just...
mean it that way, but I'm gonna stand by what
No,
I said.
stop it!
Oh
Get us
man,
banned
yeah,
here.
my foot.
I got us banned. Stop it.
Nasty.
So you have all arrived.
And the party's over, right? We're done.
And it's over. Thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna go to Stars and Wishes. No. Are there any conversations that you would like to have now that everyone has arrived?
It's been how long since the party?
Since at the Vixen
Duchess's.
House.
Yeah.
We'll say it was a few days after that that the automaton attack happened. So we'll say it's been like 5 days.
Lucien is just like chowing down. He has like a little plate full of various pastries and just chewing away on a cream puff and sidles on over to Blythe.
Waffle.
Or Turner. And he like looks at Blythe, then kind of like looks over at Catherine. Looks back at Blythe.
It's good to see you again.
It is indeed good to see you also. Looks over at Catherine and looks back at Blythe.
I see that you and your brother are matching.
Yes, we are. We decided to go as twinsies, for we are twins. I'm older by 1 second. Don't let him lie to you.
I'm sorry, I have to stop there.
1
Second?
second. Did you
Your
mean
mother! One Mississippi. Holy shit!
I mean,
1 sec.
okay, I'm gonna roll it back in Molly's defense. There should be like 30 of us.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I probably would say that Zeke should be older by a second.
You'd think that.
You think that, yeah. Or maybe Lucien is lying to cause a joke. You don't know.
To cause a joke. Lucien
Cause
would
a
never
joke.
Lucien
actually
know.
tell a
never
joke.
tells jokes. He
I got a
causes
dirty
jokes.
20 on insight.
He's like Lucien is totally lying. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second.
Well, it is good to see you out and about. Looking around, sees Virgil, doesn't see Love anywhere. Well, it seems that neither of us shall be able to move forward with our wishes today, but not every day must have progress.
Lucien kind of stares at Blythe when he says that, like, I suppose so. That we both haven't. And he thinks back to himself, like, did I talk to Rip today? No, I didn't. Huh. That doesn't
But
make
how
sense.
would Blythe know?
But he just nods and, yeah, you're absolutely right. Chews away on his cream puff.
We've been watching too much MASH.
We have.
Me too.
I will say, fashionably late, you do hear the arrival of Monsieur Monte Carlo.
Yeah, this guy's everywhere.
Wearing blue.
Wearing a bright blue jacket.
No, he
Oh.
is also in a dark green overcoat.
You know, every single time you say someone arrives, are gonna be like,
Yeah, we're just gonna
be like,
"Blue."
what are they wearing?
We're so good at creating problems for ourselves that don't exist.
We do this to ourselves, y'all.
I think I'm gonna walk over to Zeke and give not Blythe's message. I did talk to Blythe. Give Law's message to Zeke, and also just say, hey, I haven't seen Zeke in a while. Wait.
Or did you?
I haven't seen what Virgil has not seen Zeke in a while. Mr. Clawthorne.
Mr. Valoro?
Love sends her regards. She couldn't make it today, but knew that you would be here, so just wanted me to tell you that she's thinking of you.
And thank you. If you don't mind, tell her I said hello.
Will do.
Is Zeke and Virgil nearby Lucien and Blythe when they say that?
Sure, why not?
Lucien sees that and just goes,
Our last conversation was very pleasant.
It seems like Bob's making a lot of new friends as of late, but you know, we're still just recovering from that ordeal over at the warehouse. Did you get affected at all by that?
No, fortunately. It was a bit down from my shop, so we're all right.
Good. We're still trying to do some more damage control and figure where people will be going to work for now and all the logistics and whatnot. Glad to see that there's some areas that are unaffected. How would you fare of taking on just like maybe one or two people at your forge just for temporary work?
I don't see why not. What kind of work?
Oh, just to assist you at the forge or anything. There's just some people that just because of the damages, they are out of jobs, and I just want to make sure that people are still making some income and whatnot.
I could really use someone to man the front counter. Really.
All right. Yeah. Just I'll send it a request form. I'll expedite it, and we'll get some people right over there. That
Hey, great,
would
yeah.
be wonderful.
I hate to see anybody out of work for very long.
Good thing those vigilantes were there. Who knows how much more damage it would have gotten.
Some might say they did us craftsmen a big favor.
Craftsman and I don't know what my title. What is my title? I don't really.
You're like a
Manager.
guild master, basically.
Master?
Yeah.
Craftsmen and guild masters alike. Yeah. Do you know of anyone else that would be in need of some assistance? Just so the faster I could get people back to work and being able to keep up with their living, the better we can even fix up the situation.
I mean, I'm sure the Masons would be happy to help with rebuilding. I don't know if Lord Turner may be looking for some help at his estate, or I could ask Lucien. It's harder to find help in his line of work.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
People are dying to join.
Did you just
Did
say,
you just straight up like
I say
this?
that out. I say that.
I'm imagining it's the anime sort of thing where it's like suddenly Lucian's in, and we cut back over to Blythe, and there's just a Lucian shit dotted outline next to him. It's like, wait, what? Where'd he go?
It's like as soon as like Lucian heard that, you kind of like see a cut of what exactly happened. You see just Lucian look over, he's like runs over there and says it.
Oh, jeez.
He likes to joke.
It's my favorite. Slinks over back to Blythe.
Wait,
So, like I said,
Lucian.
Yes.
Are you in need of some assistance at the morgue? We have some people that are out of work because of the whole situation at the damages at the warehouse.
I'm sure you could find
So-
a spot for somebody, right?
Trying to allocate people so they can
Wow.
continue making a living.
Oh, of course, if it could help out the community. We do need people to help clean up the rooms and man the front desk. Also to tidy up the chapel after ceremonies.
Yeah, like I told your brother, send me a request form. I'll be sure to expedite it, and we can get people working over there as soon as possible.
Will do.
But I'm curious. What are your opinions on the vigilantes that have been going around?
I think they're quite the menace, honestly.
Is that so?
Yes. I get that they're trying to help out with the city, but they cause more damage than helping out every now and then.
I beg to differ. Without their assistance, who knows how much more damage the warehouse situation would have gotten.
Inspired Sean is going to join this conversation.
Zeke looks immensely uncomfortable.
Yes.
Actually, the
agree with Lucien. I would actually have to agree with Lucien. It's his case. I do not understand it's a city with these criminals running around, causing all sorts of trouble for upstanding citizens and getting in the way of the works that the good guards do within the city of Foxay. The town would be better to invest more in the infrastructure. People, hardworking people such as yourselves, gesture to see.
Do you really see these vigilantes as criminals?
Well,
I
was
wouldn't
it
say
not
they are.
Is it not illegal for them to be carrying out these activities within the town?
Just so quietly that everyone almost misses it. I think at what John has said, Zeke says, just because something is against the law doesn't mean it's wrong.
I will say that I do agree. They do a great deal of safety to the city. There have been many things that have been solved and taken care of by them. However, it does make me wonder sometimes. Is it the fact that the dangers are getting greater because of their presence, and others are trying to do what they do and get what they want, and making even more destruction and these grand gestures because they know the vigilante is out there stopping them, so they have to do something to get over on them?
All I know is my shop is right in the middle of everything that happened. And what those things caused would have been a lot worse if no one had stepped in. People would be dead and shops would be destroyed, and I just don't think what they're doing is such a bad thing.
From a business perspective, these vigilantes are net positive for us. Like, the less people that are getting hurt, the more business, the more people that are able to work and able to make a living. That is what is my main concern, which is why I'm trying to reallocate people as much as I can. And because of these vigilantes, that warehouse automaton debacle would have been much, much worse. A lot more people would be out of jobs.
But if you do not mind me asking, I have not slept in Zitan for very long. Perhaps others that have might have more insight into the situation. If my understanding is the duchy takes levies taxes to fund a guard here within the city. If they are so inept, then why do we have them in the first place? Why the need for these vigilantes at all? It seems a waste of a hard-working person's money.
Do you think the guard could really handle those automatons?
Well, what is the good of them if they cannot?
You'd have
I
to
mean-
ask them.
Or maybe the problem is letting in automatons to the city in the first place. I do not know. Like I said, I am new to the city. I really do not understand the issues that are going on here. They're similar to where I grew up.
It's complicated, and I'm by no means qualified to speak on this at all. But the duchy's guard weren't there.
Fair enough.
And the guard can't always be everywhere all at once.
If these vigilantes have the ability to be everywhere at once, my concerns than that was before. He said they're very
Perhaps.
powerful people.
Perhaps the vigilante solution would probably be less of a dangerous outcome if the duchy were willing to perhaps work with them. Maybe they would be less of a danger to the city if that was the case.
I feel like we're talking loud enough that like the other people at
Oh,
the
totally, yeah.
tea party are.
I'm sure. I think Delilah will probably go over and try to shush all of you from talking politics, essentially.
Yeah.
At a,
I get a plan like hand on the arm, like
it's like, honey, can we lighten up the conversation a little bit? But I
Did
think
you
while
see
this,
the Blood Bowl game
I-
last night?
I want to.
I actually had something for Blythe in this moment.
Oh, I was
While most of you are engaged in this conversation, Blythe, where are you?
I think, was over probably getting snacks with Lucien. Then Lucien vanished. I think Blythe was still like, okay, I'm gonna, finish eating my sad little cucumber sandwiches or whatever it is that the Regency ate.
Cucumber sandwiches are good.
Oh, really good, actually.
So refreshing.
Is it just what is it? Is it just
Cucumber and
cucumbers
cream cheese.
in bread?
Cucumber and cream
Yeah, like
cheese.
cream
Cheese, yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, it's a very
Get
refreshing
a
little
little
snack.
salt on that shit.
It's the
Yeah.
cucumbers.
I used to
That's
want those
already.
every day for lunch as a kid.
They're so good.
They're
so
actually
good.
really tasty.
Yeah,
It's like just the nice crunch and like the freshness of.
and
the
that's
cucumber.
how.
Yeah, you do
that's
have to like cucumbers. Though.
Yeah,
You do, yeah.
That-
If you don't like cucumbers,
that doesn't-
probably don't eat it. Also, if you
doesn't
don't
seem-
like cream cheese, probably also don't
If
eat
you
it.
don't like
just
bread,
doesn't
don't
s-
eat it either. Okay?
Don't like fun, don't eat it.
No, it
Oh,
just
shots
doesn't seem.
fired.
It just doesn't seem fulfilling. I don't know.
I don't think cucumbers are necessarily a fun food.
No,
Eat that
I
shit
mean,
in a
they're-
snack. Slice up a little bit of cucumber, put a little bit of oil, salt, and pepper on there. Eat that shit for a snack.
Yeah, chat says that
Or just
they're
eat a
lost
pickle.
at cucumber. So
Well,
I mean, yeah,
cucumbers
basically, or
are
just
a
eat it.
vegetable. That's all I have.
So,
Wow.
Did you think that
And
was funny?
that's it.
Yeah.
Blythe, while you are noshing on your cucumber sandwiches, you hear a voice behind you. Lord Tanner, lovely to see you again. It is a
Turning around,
voice
I
you eminently recognize as Lady Catherine.
immediately starts choking on the cucumber sandwich.
Oh, no.
Oh,
My
no.
lord, are you quite well?
Yes. Pardon me. You caught me mid mouthful.
My sincerest apologies. I did not think finger food could be so dangerous.
If it catches one unawares, anything can be dangerous, I suppose.
Yes. Are you enjoying your time?
Yes. Yes. And you, your attire looks lovely.
Oh, thank you. I was told the theme is around spring, growing things green. So, you look quite dashing yourself.
Yes, thank you. When I told my valet that, of the theme, it became a whole to-do. I suppose it is good business for the, what's it called in Bridgerton? The modiste. But would
Yes,
they
the
do
modiste.
men's, or are they only for the women?
Yeah, it's only for the woman, but it's fine.
For
yeah,
the
you know what?
tailor.
Yeah, fuck it. Yes, the modiste is for everyone because we've turned off patriarchy and fuck it. So yes, you can go to the modiste. Anyone can go to the modiste.
So I suppose, these sorts of things are very good business for the modistes and tailors, but it does seem a bit silly to me to commission a new outfit for every occasion.
I suppose one needn't commission a new outfit. I must confess, as unfashionable as it is, I have worn this dress before.
Well, as good as it looks on you, it would be a crime not to.
She seems to, eyes downcast, blushes a little bit. Thank you.
So, you and Lady Delilah seem to be getting on quite well.
Yes, it's quite lovely to gain a fast friend, if you will.
Indeed.
Yes, as you know, I'm quite new to town, so Lady St. Clair has been lovely enough to get me acquainted with several other individuals. So, yes, it's for the most part been quite boring. Many affairs to attend to with my late husband's estate. Delilah was lovely enough, though, to acquaint me with a solicitor within town, Wolf and Lambden. They have been quite an asset as I work through the remaining items to get all of this behind us.
That is, I can only imagine the ordeal you have had to go through with all that. You have my sincere condolences.
Thank you. It has been difficult, but I have much support here from my family and from new friends, so what more can you ask for, really?
Well, to ask for more would probably be seen as greedy, and the gods might strike us down.
Well, we are wearing green already, so. Forgive me if this is strange or forward. We by any chance met before? I feel as if I would recognized a lord. Sorry, it's just this.
No, it's quite all right. I have been told that I have one of those faces, but as far as I know, no, we were first introduced at the gala.
I see. Lord Turner.
Roll a deception.
Me a deception check.
With my +0 charisma, this is.
You just lied to my lady's face.
And got a 3.
Let's see how her insight is.
I did
Probably better than a 3.
I did not want to interrupt, but I'm sorry, Sid. Did you make the bullshit law firm that I created a real law firm in this city?
Yes, I did.
I'm so proud of you.
I just loved how they were trying so hard to find the words of like, this is wonderful.
You give me bullshit, I take it, I polish it up, and I hand it back to you, and I see if you notice. So,
I'm really enjoying that Blythe has no charisma stat, because it does open up the opportunity once again for him to invite all of the women he's talking to the same party. And that's my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Keep it going. Oh, I love it. Well, she only rolled a 5,
He'll still beat the 3.
but she did still beat the 3. So you say this to her. She just looks at you for a moment. Of course. Well, I do hope you enjoy the remainder of the afternoon. Yeah. Good day to you, Lord Turner.
Yes, good afternoon, Lady Singwon.
She walks away, looking a little despondent.
Lucien could hear that. He'd be like,
We do have to end shortly.
Oh man.
oh.
Well, okay. No, that sigh, I gotta give this to you. I had something, but I can start
No,
it.
no,
No, AJ, do it. Do it.
It seems such like an asshole thing to do.
Do it. Look.
Because
Look.
now I've been
Do
swayed
it.
away from my
Do
Do
vigilante talk.
it.
I was
Do
gonna.
it.
Do it.
What? Come on, AJ, do it. Come on.
We already
Just
know
open-
you're nasty.
We know
Just
you're.
do it.
Oh yeah, AJ, you're just a sick little boy. Just come on.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable now. I need an adult. Okay.
Is
I
aggressive
am an adult.
ASMR a genre?
I'm not wearing
Probably.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. No.
Lady Catherine.
Mr. Loro, lovely to see you.
Yes, it is lovely to see you as well. How have you been? It's been a couple of days since we last talked.
Yes. Well, nothing really to report.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Vibe check. What's going on?
Vibe check.
I mean, as a player, I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. 15. I rolled on D&D Beyond. Going back to just switching up between virtual and physical dice.
Yeah, she rolled a 4. So Lady Catherine just wearing her heart on her sleeve today. Yeah, she's looking, she looks a little sad, and you're catching a couple little sidelong glances over at Lord Turner there as well.
Is there something the matter?
No, not at all. Just enjoying the general splendor of the gardens, and it is rather nice, a change of pace. It's been really just ledgers and solicitors for me the past several days, so a lovely change of pace.
Mind a friend to lean onto? Would you like to take a walk about the garden?
Sure. Of course, I would love to. I
She
did see
does.
the bluebells look lovely.
Yeah, Virgil's just gonna
Take her arm.
take her arm,
Take a
walk,
turn about the gardens.
take a turn about the gardens, and just give her a shoulder to lay her woes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what you're helping shoulder.
Look, I was trying to be nice but also an asshole, but nice.
Okay.
So I was gonna talk to Lord Turner, but then she was sad, so I gotta talk to her first because she's sad.
Okay. You take a lovely turn about the gardens with Lady Catherine, and we gotta go, but I'll leave us with this. Sean, you are approached by Monsieur Monte Carlo.
What is he wearing?
No,
He's wearing dark green. He had a dark green
okay, that's
overcoat
right.
on.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Carlo,
Badu.
it's a pleasure. I'm so glad you could attend.
Thank you so much again for inviting me. The gardens are exquisite. I thought perhaps we may sort of looks around a little, discuss your missive privately when you have a moment.
Oh, of course. Please show you to my workshop. We can speak about
Thank
it
you.
there.
You escort him back towards your workshop. He seems quite distracted by a lot of your artwork. Sort of commends you on several of. Is his piece still up in there?
No, John would have put that away.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still up, and John walks in and is like, wait. Takes it off. Hands it behind their back.
Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Totally normal.
My pornography. Yeah.
This is my pornography collection.
Yeah, it commends you on several of the pieces that you have.
Good night.
Goes and takes a letter from his coat pocket. Believe me, I am intrigued by the proposition. I suppose do you really know much about this group?
What is it? Do I know?
You have no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Okay, I just want to make sure I haven't.
No,
You
you
both
have
at the same time went,
I
Huh?
felt like I was being gaslit.
nope.
There for a
You
second.
you have
he's gaslighting.
no idea what he's talking about.
Monsieur, I'm not afraid. I'm afraid I do not know what you are referring
Your letter?
to. I've had so many letters these days. Do you have it on?
Yes. He hands it over. It's
Uh,
addressed to him.
to refresh my memory.
Addressed to him at his
On
home.
blue paper.
Blue ink.
No, but again, it is in your handwriting, John. And it's
single white female.
and it states an invitation to a meeting of like-minded individuals who may have concerns about the continued success of artisans and industry within the town. It gives a date and a meeting place and a time, and it is signed simply the Friends of Tabula Rasa.
Red Jenny.
Friends of Red Jenny. And the crossover begins!
Pew, 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 pew.
I don't know what this means.
It's a Dragon Age thing.
Yeah.
And this is
You-
written from Jean, like Jean is
From
the one that
Jean.
set up this event, or like Jean is a
Yes.
member of this group.
That like the Jean is a member of this group
And is inviting him to also be a member.
and
of
is
this
inviting
group.
him to also attend this meeting, this group.
You're getting
Give-
a single white
How far
female.
out is the state?
It is in 3 days.
It's not very long.
Jean has an intelligence of 20, so this does not take Jean as long to figure out what to do. It takes me a bit longer.
Of course.
Um, John says, "My apologies." Like rolls the note back up, hands it to him. You have to forgive my caution with everything. I wanted to make sure that we were is this something you would be interested in attending?
I mean, of course, I support the continued industry and artistry of Foxhay. It all sounded a little clandestine, to be quite honest.
It's, I apologize for the subterfuge known as this. There are people within Zitan that are so concerned with the industry of manufacturing and development that the arts and beauty of our city is lost. And we would not want the word reaching people that may have interests supposed to our own.
Well, of course.
But I do not wish to say I cannot speak openly about it here. The discussion should be kept to the time of our meeting, if you are comfortable with that, of course.
I have to admit I am a bit curious. So, if you would be in attendance,
Why not? I shall escort you myself.
all right.
Wonderful. So, 3 days I will arrive. But now, prior to the meeting, should give us plenty of time to make our ways there.
Of course. Thank you. Did not wish to seem squeamish.
Oh,
Just-
no. With the current climate of Foxhay, it's understandable that you would be maybe a bit concerned about such a thing. But you not understand. I have not been within the town for very long, but they enjoy their pageantry. You might say.
That I can appreciate, of course. Thank you for your understanding.
Of course, of course. I know there are some others that wish to see the workshop. I will probably become. If you wish to see anything else, please make yourself comfortable.
Okay, I'm very interested in this piece, and so he'll walk over and.
I will motion to see. Check with the others, see if anybody else wishes to see before.
Of course, of course.
And Jean will go back to kind of head to the group and kind of along the way, just like in their head, fuck. So.
I think, unless you have anything else you would like to do, I think that may
I'd
have to
prefer
be.
to wait a week.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I think we'll give you a week to think about that, because it is about that time, friends.
You're
Thank you all. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Next time we will finish up our novel chapter and see what other shenanigans we can get up to. For now, however, let's go around and do some stars and wishes, and then we shall hand out a token. Why don't we start with Van?
Me. I love
You.
going first, because then no one can take my ideas. I want to say,
Yeah.
Dang it.
I made a face in the middle of that scene, and I don't want anyone to think that it was because of the scene. It's because I was looking at D&D Beyond on this monitor over here, and somebody rolled a 6, and it said it was Ezekiel Clawthorne.
You're getting single white female.
You are.
So something's happening to me, or somebody, the only person on this call who can control all of the sheets, rolled a 6 for something on the wrong sheet.
I am not in any of the sheets right now.
And I'm
I am
saying
just
because I went
in
back
my DM
in the
notes.
roll history, and it's
Mhm.
not there.
Ghost dice. Ghost dice.
So
Is
my
there a
wishes-
goddamn ghost?
So my wish is to not be
Yeah.
haunted.
Unless it's
The
Okay.
only
six that
the
you
only
rolled at,
6 that I
like,
s-
sixth
No,
level.
because it wasn't a performance check. It was something else. And because
Yeah,
there's been
the only 6
multiple
we see
rolls
is-
since then, though, so it wouldn't be
Yeah.
that.
Y'all, this house is haunted. I'm just saying.
Y'all's
We
had-
saw a ghost
y'all's
earlier.
had-
That was before we even fucking started streaming, dude.
Yeah, and, I mean that could just be D&D Beyond messing up.
No.
Okay, so your wish is not to be haunted.
My wish is not to be
I
That's fair.
second that.
I have an actual wish. Both of mine are genre related.
Mhm.
Because my. You don't have to look so fucking shocked. My wish is because it hasn't happened yet, and you've been freaking talking about it for literal months now, is that I want Sean and Zeke to have a one-on-one conversation.
I'm totally planning for it. I just keep getting distracted by subterfuge.
I know, I'm using my wish as like a little bit of Ritalin for you.
That's just
That's real.
Too
I'm the
relatable.
one that has to
Very
pick
real.
it up from the pharmacy, so I'm allowed to say it. That's my real wish. My star is also going to go to Jean because I know full well that you did the like trying to trick the dove into wearing a different color bit as like an ongoing bit for Jean. And then about 5 minutes later, we started joking about it, and I could just feel the little bit of inflation of like everyone's doing my bit. And I think was a really fun idea, and it gave us as a group something fun to spy about, and I liked it.
I love it. Yeah. Anything else for you, Van?
No, I just
No?
want to be haunted.
Okay. Yeah, I second that.
I think I can handle being haunted, but like if I didn't have to, that would be chill.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were friendly ghosts, then I'd be with it.
My sleep paralysis demon takes up enough of my.
Thank you, Van. Bell.
Hello.
Hi.
Now you have to say something nice about me.
Oh no!
Wishes.
That's a joke.
Stars
I'm
are
doing a joke.
actually
I'm
the
doing a
rule
joke.
of reciprocity. I
Soliciting
don't
for
know
a
if you knew
wish.
this.
Welcome to the Feywild,
First
bitches.
star.
Pow pow.
Reciprocity.
I mean, there's so many good stars to give out today. I think I wrote I wrote a couple of them down. I mean, Wally. Wally.
The one on the sheet that just says Wally.
Why?
Why?
That's me.
No, tell me what's up. Yeah,
eh,
go on. Yeah, what's up?
Lucien gets
Yeah.
scarier the more that I get to know them, and it's not because of the scary shit. It's because of the goofy shit that is decorated with the scary shit. It's doing the creepy voices with the taxidermy.
Sort of hung a bunch of garland on a corpse.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
Yeah,
It's
that's his
Christmas?
vibe.
It's Christmas.
It's Cryptmas.
It's Cryptmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Lucien
died in my mouth out.
continues
Yeah.
to haunt me, and that's my star.
Use your sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah.
Sleep
You're gonna wake up one day, you're gonna be like, can't move. You're gonna see Lucien right there, like, sup.
I was gonna
No,
say
it'll be
you
Buddy.
wake up one
Oh, no,
night
it'll
with
be
a big
Buddy.
bunny man sitting on your chest, and then I was like, I'm gonna say that, and everybody's gonna be like, well, that doesn't sound so bad to me.
Yeah.
Isn't that the plot of Donnie Darko?
It might be.
That bunny was not sexy though. Not at
No.
all.
It's fine. Not even Jake Gyllenhaal knows what that movie was about, and he
Mm-mm.
fully admitted it in an interview once. So
But yeah, that is my star. My wish is to not be haunted anymore.
haunted.
No, I love being haunted. My wish is to continue being haunted.
Oh, okay.
is to get more
Ghosts can
haunted.
stay in here in your office.
I'm here trying to solve a murder mystery, and I can't ask anyone for help because it's gonna give shit away. And so I'm trying to figure out how to get everyone involved in like somebody is catfishing people as me. Like
Somebody's
Why would they
stealing a
want to
picture
do
of their
that?
Twitter.
I just feel like I'm in a horror movie.
You're gonna have to tell one of us.
Eventually, yeah.
You're gonna have to,
I'll
yeah.
see you keep-
Who are you gonna confide in?
I have a week to figure that out.
Give me time.
Uh,
I love it.
That's my wish.
Love it.
More.
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 another.
Thank you, Val. Alex.
Let's see. I mean, I think my star is gonna go to AJ for the self-second guessing of like, okay, I want to slide into support Catherine, but is that too much of a douche move, or just the back and forth on that? Because
I'm
it's
just
adding-
trying not to.
I'm just a squirrel trying to chase a nut, but I want to be polite.
yeah,
Is it too gauche?
It's adding some interesting tension.
See, if this was like a relationship between two NPCs, I'd have no problem. But it's you that has this interesting, tense relationship, and I'm just like, what if I was the knife that cut through like butter?
Yeah, and then I think my wish is going to be to start testing like the boundaries or the loopholes of the geas, because I think certainly, you know, in a vacuum, Blythe would have just been like, okay, yes, this is what it is, this is what I have to do. But you see, in like, he's having to deal with her in person, and it's like, oh no, I can't do this. And so trying to see what can be done around that, I'm gonna have to actually look up what the terms of the spell are and see.
I can send them to you because I have them in a tab right now.
I'm looking forward to the spin-off series.
Anything else for you, Alex?
I think that's it for me.
Excellent, thank you. Next in the lineup today is AJ.
I do have to interrupt to say I'm literally looking forward to the spin-off series, Code Geass, Rebellion. It was a joke for like 2
You interrupted
people.
everyone.
That's
to
me.
say
It
that.
was me. It was a joke. Was for me. Thank you, Val.
I mean, I already said my star. My star was for Wally. I did for Buddy.
Butta
Bada Biba.
Bada
But I think also my star is for just Blythe having such a painful conversation. So just like, and just the just that interaction of just like, I can't tell you anything, and I know you're lying to me. And it's like, ooh.
Yeah, AJ, this is our first game together. Painfully awkward conversations is kind of my.
That's kind of
My MO.
Alex's brand
Mhm.
for his characters.
It's a skill.
It's
It
really,
really is a skill.
And it's
really
without
is.
even trying. It's just, it's me. I-
knocks
You're
it out
just
the park
good
each
at
time.
it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You've
Yeah,
taken
and-
something that a lot of us would hate about ourselves and made a profit.
Yeah, and being bullied by all the cast is my MO, so
It means we love you.
It's how we show affection.
Stop
It is how we show
fetishizing your
It's my love
cousin.
language.
Hide
Hide your ankles, you slut.
You didn't have to say
I
that.
won't.
You know you didn't have to say that.
I did have to say that though.
Don't talk into your own microphone.
No.
I don't want your nasty shit on this one. It might be contagious.
What's your wish?
What's my wish?
I don't know. What is it? That's why I asked.
If
What
you
do I
even
wish?
think the word cousin, I'm gonna fucking lose it, dude.
Stop putting cousin and fucking in the same sentences.
You know what?
AJ.
No. Alex is right. That one's on me.
Anything.
That one's
I'm
on
not
you,
even
dude.
That one's on me,
anything.
but AJ started it.
I wish I was a bullied.
By the end of this season, I'm gonna make AJ cry from laughing because we're such good friends now.
I'm gonna make AJ cry.
Remember that time I said you were a pasta guy?
You remember that? Remember? Remember?
I didn't cry about that at night. No.
It was true, and I was right to say.
I don't really think I have a wish. I can't think of anything. So you're doing great, Tim.
Oh, thanks.
That my wish is saying you're doing great.
I'll take it. Flattery will get you everywhere. Anything else for you, AJ?
What's your star for me?
Oh shit! I didn't do stars for any of
You
you.
didn't do
Fuck.
any of
No.
them.
Oh
I
my
didn't,
God.
and I'm just.
In
I'm
Sid's
not.
defense, she's in a different room on a different
I'm in
Yeah.
a very
and that will
different
fuck your shit up.
place
Yeah, that will throw
right
you
now.
off.
I'm on a different
and
computer in my own house, and my brain is like out the fucking window.
There
I have
are
no idea
two
what I'm doing.
screens. I don't like.
Technically,
Two
I do
screens.
I do have a
I-
third screen in there.
What?
That's
That's
turn-
what that is?
No, turn all the way to your right.
On the desk.
Ah!
There's a secret third screen.
I can't handle it.
Someone
So,
clip it. Someone clip that.
Someone
Uh,
clip that.
right
We
now.
need that.
I'm sorry.
That's
We
where I
need,
hide
we need,
Discord during the stream is on my little drawing tablet over there.
we need that as the next Sid has gone frozen and disappeared picture.
It's a lot. So I'm just gonna skip it and just say I love all of you dearly, and you did an amazing
That's
job
fine,
per
you did a lot
usual.
of work today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Wally, save me.
Wow, AJ, why would
I-
you put Sid on the spot like that?
Yeah, AJ. Wow, what the fuck, AJ?
Okay, I'm really done bullying AJ this time. I love you.
AJ, we love you. Stop
love
it.
you.
Come back here. No, AJ, come back.
Just gonna.
AJ, no, come
AJ,
back.
Oh, this is fun.
AJ, come
This
back.
is a fun bit. I love physical comedy. You're very good at it. I'm sorry.
Cry, AJ. Cry.
I love you.
We love you.
Oh, boy.
I love you. I'm glad you're here.
We love you, AJ.
I'm gonna kill Chestnut.
AJ, you're fantastic.
Wally, go.
I
please.
changed my wish. I changed my wish. My wish
yeah.
is to PvP Maven.
I like how I do a majority of the bullying and Val has to suffer.
How is
Yes!
this happening? It
suffer
happens all the
from
time.
that.
We
That's my
bully
star
AJ,
for me.
and AJ turns around and is like, "Fuck you, Val."
It's because AJ
No,
can see.
no, it's
AJ
because-
has eagle eyes and can see through the fucking bullshit.
Val is threatening my NPC.
They know who the problem is.
That's the line. AJ drew the line, and that is do not threaten my goddamn NPCs.
He did
Roast
nothing.
Now we
that
gotta-
fucking chestnut on an open
He's just a-
fire.
He's just a guy.
There's
Oh,
nothing else to
gosh.
say. No.
Oh my gosh. My star actually is actually
King
to
Cole?
going, is going to you, Sid. For
What are
just for just making Val squirm every single time you had someone enter the room, and then maximum
You feel the
squirmage
tension.
happened when Monte Carlo, when you dropped that letter from Monte Carlo gave them. That was just.
You're being targeted.
It was just good shit. I ate that up like a fine risotto pasta.
I just had a thought.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
I know.
So
No,
you
so-
have to go to the meeting, right?
Yeah.
What if you show up and it's like a fucking MLM? What if you show up and they have a PowerPoint?
Not for nothing though, but the
You could be
letter
your own
did
boss.
have big
You could be your
MLM
own boss,
vibes
babe.
because the letter distinctly
It was a
says
little
we are a
MLM, right?
like group of artists who want to like do something. I'm like, that sounds like an MLM,
I think my
right?
The
Yeah.
next
Weird.
line was gonna be like, "Do you want to be your own boss?"
I think my
Yeah.
greatest fear is that I show up and whoever actually orchestrated this meeting doesn't show up, and then I have to run that meeting.
Oh no!
Oh
You
no!
don't have to. You don't have to do anything. It's
What
What
if everyone
if-
got a letter
It's a
from
game.
me?
What if the dove is actually trying to create one big
I'm
MLM?
not 100% convinced that the dove actually exists.
We've seen them.
You
So
have.
No,
You have.
I
You've
think
seen
Blythe's
them.
the only one who's seen the dove.
Yeah.
Or, well, no, they were in the rafters. It
Someone
was
chased them on the roof.
Jean and
Well, no,
Lucien
no.
got
Actually,
whammied.
I ain't seen
yeah.
shit.
Actually, secondly, yeah. Lucian does not know who the dove is because he got mind jammied. So
Yeah, he got brain blasted.
I don't
Yeah.
think Virgil saw the dove. Just saw
No, I
the.
think the only one other
It's
than
just Blythe.
Sean,
It's a
because
figment of
of their
imagination.
rivalry,
But
is
then Sean doesn't
Blythe
remember
did see it.
what happened.
Yeah.
Blythe
No.
is
Yeah.
gaslighting you.
Yeah, it's Blythe.
the
It's just
dove.
gaslighting. Blythe is the dove.
I bet
Listen,
my
the-
wish.
Monks
I bet
are
the dove
fast.
wears
They're
a
not
hat.
quite Flash so fast they can be two people at once.
You Your arms are really long though.
If
Like
It's
wings.
a
They're
sock
basically wings.
puppet over this way.
That's way better than what I was saying. Yes.
Invisibility
sock
cloak
puppet. It's
across
just a
the
sock
arm.
with googly arms.
Sock puppet.
just like, oh well, I guess there's the dove.
Oh my god, Buddy's the dove.
Can we end the stream?
No, stream forever.
my wish.
Well, I was
my
gonna go
wish-
to Witch first.
My wish is I hope Buddy's the dove. There we go. That's my wish. That's my wish.
We put a lot of fun stuff on the sheet this time.
Did.
You really did.
Might be
In the
more
last
than
10 minutes of the game
Yeah,
when
this might be more than we
when
thought.
Alex was like, put some shit on the sheet, you guys.
All right, and I'm picking.
I did sneak at least one Batman reference in there.
Oh, I see it.
Who put Monte Carlo creeps me out, and I don't know why, but
Me.
it's fun.
Something about him is sleazy. I don't know what it is, but it's
He's
fun.
Monte Carlo starting an MLM.
At
That's what's
any
sleazy.
point, I'm just waiting for him to turn around and say something like super skeezy. In my head, he looks like the food critic from Ratatouille.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who
Oh.
thought that, because that's the vibe.
I can see that. I can see that.
I can see that too, because that was in my brain.
But do you know why it is? It's because that guy, if he had a mustache, would look like Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that.
That's
So
where
in my
brain was
head, he
going with
actually
it
looks
also.
like weird
Yeah.
Salvador Dali.
Weird Al Salvador Dali.
These are all really great, honestly. But I think
I'm just a dog.
I
Chasing a car.
actually have to give
Wanna get
this.
nuts.
I think I have to give this to Zeke today. And it was y'all put for surviving the awkward interactions, but I loved just that very light, quiet assertion, sticking up for himself of, just because it is against the law does not mean that it is wrong.
He's not a smart man, but he's a wise man.
Yes.
He's a man that stands up for his beliefs.
Really stupid. High wisdom, though.
He
He is low
stands up.
intelligence, high wisdom.
He stands up for his beliefs because he's very tall.
Are you doing
I'll
a
see myself,
goddamn sock puppet right now?
Is that a joke?
Cut the goddamn feed. Just cut it. Just cut it now.
What are you talking about?
I do not
Thank
see
you.
any
I
socks.
don't see any socks.
I don't see any
There's no
socks at all.
socks
At all.
here.
There's the socks. That's it. Sid,
Thank
where are
you
the socks?
so much for joining us tonight, Internet. Thank you to my lovely players.
If you
even
don't
though
come back next time, we understand.
they will give me a nervous breakdown eventually. But until then, goddamn, we're having fun. Thank you for hanging out with us in chat during all these fucking shenanigans. And we shall be back for this game in 1 week's time. But do please join us for our next scheduled game. We've got our doubleheader on Saturdays, so join us 11 o'clock Eastern or some first time.
You think I'm
yeah.
unhinged now?
unhinged?
Wait till they let
Oh,
me win
Lord.
again.
We caused the worst rebellion ever. Okay, so I'm proud of what I did.
You didn't cause shit.
Specifically,
I'm proud of what I did.
anti-rebellion.
That rebellion would have happened without you.
Yeah, I'm just proud of my prank. That's
You
it.
Oh,
really
so
fucked it up for that
definitely.
one frog.
Definitely come check it out. Anything else for any of you? Oh, hey, I'm gonna be joining the Sunday crew to guest this Sunday over on LB Hackmo's channel.
Twitch.tv/LB Hack'em
What? Be playing a fighter, cause yeah, I never do that, so it's gonna be fun. Come hang out.
Because she can't play the last character she guested as.
Nope, because they would murder me. Anyway, I betrayed the entire party.
Whoops.
So yeah, check that out. But otherwise, yeah, come join us for our scheduled streams, join our Discord so you know about any unscheduled streams, and we're way over time, so let's get the fuck out of here. See you in a week, and until then, good game. Good night, Internet.
And big balls.
Like a dog.
God damn it.
Chase.
It wasn't me.